What's going on? What are you doing? What's your problem? Come here. Come here, precious. Come here. Come here. Why do you want attention right now? All day, you don't want any attention. And then when I'm trying to do stuff, you want tons of attention. Why is that? Why is that? You're just happy to be here? That's right, you are. Because you're so precious. Now see if the birds are out there on the stick pile? No? Okay. Just gonna want more attention? Alright. Hello, 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 hello. How goes it, everybody? Obviously, there is no Friday night stream with Mike, so I decided I would do one. I've got lots of big news, as I have not obviously done a stream in a while. There's some pretty good reasons for that. And there should be maybe one or two guests coming on. Hopefully, anyways. Hopefully, one or two guests come on, which would be pretty cool. I was going to sew, but it's incredibly hot in here, if you can't tell by how kind of greasy my hair is, because the AC has been broken for months, and Paige didn't tell me. So, yeah. So I could have gone out and fixed it, because it turns out it was just preventive maintenance that needed to be done. It needed to be basically cleaned off, and then the switch flipped on it, and it worked just fine. So, but she's been kind of not super great lately, at least to me. This whole house is a heat trap. I've had to keep my guns and helmets and everything from rusting. I've had a dehumidifier running for basically the last month straight, and it never really gets below 75% humidity. So I sent you a link, Alexa. You could be on right now. So could be on right now. Kong's going to join us here in a little bit too. He's just in the bathroom, I guess. Something like that along those lines. He said 10 minutes. But yeah, so it's good that the AC is working again, which, I mean, it kind of sucks that the AC wasn't working and it was like really hot in here all the time and humid. And then we get the AC working. No worries. But then we get the AC working, and she sets the AC to like 77 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot, very hot. That's basically like as warm as it is outside anyways. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I suppose it's pretty fucking early over there, Alexi. Jeez, forgot. I had to do the math in my head about how many hours ahead you are, and it's like, it's pretty fucking early over there. Ollie boo. Come here, orange boy. Oh, you got. You're mine now. Orange boy. This is the mean one. He's the mean one. He's also the racist one. We have a friend who is Samoan. Oliver does not like not white people, it turns out. Turns out he's just a racist, aren't you? Just a bit of a racist. Wonder where you got that from. You're supposed to be a good boy, not be a racism. You want to go down? Okay. There you go. There. The kitties are all coming in and checking on what's going on. What are you doing, Ollie Boo? Enjoying the AC? Oh, it's nice and cool down here? Of course he is. It's been 80% humidity and hotter than shit for the last month and a half. But yeah, I was gonna sew tonight, but it's just too hot and too humid in here still, and I don't want to have all the lights on to sew good. Because tomorrow I'm participating in my local history museum is putting on a World War II, like 1940s days thing, and I was gonna put my chevrons on finally on my Canadian Pattern 39 battle dress. But after I ate dinner, it's just I'm too full and I'm too tired and it's too hot and too humid. And then I'm probably not going to wear the blouse anyways most of the day tomorrow because it's going to be hot as fuck tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 92. So it's not going to be fun, unfortunately. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Standing out in the blistering hot sun. We just got the AC back on today, which the central air has been out for the last however many months. And Paige just didn't want to inform me of that because I could have fixed it anyways, because we've not been on the best terms lately. For about the last month. And so she had some guy come out here and fix it today, but it just needed to be washed off and have the switch flipped. Just preventive maintenance stuff you have to do on your AC like every year after you run it. So it's back on, but then she just set it for 77 anyways. So it's still hot as fuck in the house. But it at least take care of some of the humidity because the house has been I've had a dehumidifier running for basically the last month to try to keep all the guns and helmets and everything from rusting. And but it's been running continuously. Like I've been emptying it every time it beeps, every 4 hours. Because it's been like 80% humidity in here. Just to keep everything and to keep mold from growing up the fucking walls because it's been 80% humidity in here. Which I haven't been super successful. The mold is still in here because the humidity's been so fucking high the last month, which is whatever. But with the AC going, that'll hopefully kill some of the humidity now. But yeah, she should have just told me it was broke. I thought she was just being a penny pincher. But nope, it's broke. She just didn't want to ask me if I could possibly go fix it because it would have been easy to fix. I could have saved her some money. Hello. Look at that shirt.
Yeah.
It's a good shirt.
I wear the shirt all the time.
They're so fucking comfy. Why can't Americans make stuff that nice?
I fucking was doing a job yesterday, and we were trying to figure out where a certain location was because it keeps moving around. And I walk in, the guy turns around, he's like, "What the fuck? You wearing the Vietnam War get up?" I was like, "Nope, you're about. This is all modern shit."
I mean, it's not anymore, but
Well, because I had my Alpenflage on too.
oh yeah. Because that shirt's one generation out of date now.
Yeah, but it's
It
like,
got
yeah,
replaced in 2003,
yeah,
but it's still a good shirt. It's a very, very comfortable shirt, and he even got it
absolutely.
correct. It's got the Air Force.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah,
I did what you told me to do it because I asked Mike. I was like, "Hey, could you give me one with the wings on it?"
yeah. The ones nobody wants because nobody gives a shit about the Air Force.
I don't give a
But
shit.
yeah, that's fair. But it's kind of cool having that on there because it actually looks nice.
Speaking of Mike, I got one of those Swiss tunics coming, and then a pair of the
Oh, the nice like post-war ones that he got in.
yeah, and whatever the hell those pants were.
Did he get pants to match those?
No,
Yeah, he's
I
not doing
bought
the stream tonight, so I figured I'd do.
I bought a set of those multicam trousers that he was offering.
Mm, fair. I was
Just
gonna
because
sew tonight, but after eating, I'm not gonna do that. It's too hot in here,
I gotcha.
so I don't want to turn all the lights on. So tomorrow, I'm going as a private, I guess, to the local history museum for World War II days.
I'm gonna wear that Swiss tunic to work just to fuck with people.
It's gonna be hot in the summer. They're nice though. They're like satin lined.
Okay, I was like, is it gonna be like
No, it's
like
the post-war ones. So if you get lucky, you might get one of the World War II ones that was converted to be post-war. Because all they did was basically change the lapel.
yeah
Because all the World War II ones button right up to the up to the top, and then this one's nice and lapel cut, so you can show off your tie. So
yes, my tie that I don't have.
yep.
I mean,
You know what I mean.
I do
Yeah.
own a tie now. I find yeah.
I own a bunch of ties.
I have
Unfortunately,
one.
I don't get to wear 'em.
I have one tie.
But yeah, so you guys haven't seen me a lot because I've been kind of lurking around. Big changes happening in life right now.
I bet you they've
Big-
seen me even less.
Yeah, it's fair. Big changes. That's what I figured.
No, I was on earlier this year.
Mhm.
Todd.
Long's been on, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
But
Just been busy. I mean, yeah.
I wish. Updates for me is I quit the law enforcement job, got a new job.
You're doing the jail thing now, aren't you? Was that the law enforcement?
Nope, that's all done. I started in the jail, I went to the road, went to special task force, went to SWAT, and then left because I hurt somebody's feelings and they wanted to put me on leave for like a year while they investigated it, and I was like, bye.
Were you gonna get paid for it?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
look.
Well, I wrote it out for the longest time, and then the person whose feelings I hurt ended up quitting anyways, and I was like, so I get to come back now, right? And they're like, well, not necessarily. And I was like, all right, see you, bye.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not appreciated. This is a job nobody wants to do. Off I go. The job market's too good right now. So went and got a different job, which I can't talk about still. But yeah.
It's always something like, I can't talk about it yet. Like, stop being
I
a
can't
fed.
talk about it yet because I have to do important stuff regarding non-disclosures of information, and a lot of that even goes as far as my identity a lot of times. But so new job, and then me and Paige got in a super big fight like a month ago, so I'm leaving the house. So I'm in the process of buying a home and all that other good jazz. So going great. All the neighbors hate her now. Blah blah blah. This and that. Place is falling apart, so I stopped doing everything that I was doing to keep it together. Obviously,
I mean, hey, fair.
because I'm not going to dump any more money into it.
Yeah, it's not your. I mean, yeah, it's
obviously.
Like,
so
I remember you saying like she bought the house. It was like, this is stupid. Like you didn't have it because she didn't have it inspected, right?
No, she had it inspected, but the guy she had inspected was a dumbass. So there's mold growing up and down the walls on the inside. There's plumbing problems. There's electrical problems. There's foundation problems. There's cat piss everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's all stuff that can be fixed, but it's like all the stuff that works in the house is the stuff that I fixed.
Yeah.
So And then, like, one day she's taking a shower and the bathroom exhaust fan falls out of the fucking ceiling. And I was like, So, and it's because they didn't put latex paint in the bathroom. So when she would take like an hour and a half long shower, it was just seeping into the sheetrock.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
making it gross and mushy. So, all that stuff. But yeah, so in the process of getting a house, and all that other good jazz, and hopefully leaving here soon. So all that other good jazz. I want to take one of the cats with me, small one right over there. Good cat, best cat that I train, so she doesn't do any fucking problems.
Yeah.
Um,
How's
but
your
yeah,
allergies doing as far as cats?
pretty decent because I've had the air purifier running. I've got the dehumidifier running. I bought an AC unit just for my room because obviously the central air was down.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff. So stuff's been all right. Work's been all right. Things have been good. Things have been pretty decent. So other than the whole page thing, but
Yeah,
that's
but I
all
mean,
right.
it sounds like you're getting out of a bad situation.
I'm
and
getting out of a
starting.
bad situation. I was dumping too much money into this and all this other place, and if she wasn't going to be appreciative, it's like I was going to leave in 2025 anyway, so we're just expecting it. Moved it up a bit.
Yeah.
So then you guys can all come to the house party. It'll be fun.
Sounds good.
It'll be great. You should come over.
I
gonna
can
be-
do that. I'll bring all my 32s.
There you go.
I'll
It'll
bring
be
the
great.
scorpion. You can shoot the scorpion.
That'd be pretty damn cool, actually. So.
And it's like I've got the VZ58 stock on it. It's great.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember your whole project for that. Did you get
Yeah.
the Frommer working yet?
No, I haven't touched the Frommer in years.
Small one.
I did order a new extractor for it finally just to have
See if
it,
that's the problem. You never know. So,
but I don't want to fuck with it.
I don't blame you. You've messed with that for quite a while. That's one of those things where you could pick it up whenever and fuck with it.
Because the problem is I don't think the only way they'll know for sure it's running properly is by shooting it, and it's such a pain in the ass to take a potentially not working gun to a range and shoot it, and then like,
Try to
it's
fuck
not.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, because dry cycling it, it's just barely getting the cartridge out. It's really not meant to do that.
Yeah.
It's like
Fair.
It needs the power of the cartridge to throw itself out.
Got to get that 32 plus Ps.
PPU is actually pretty stout.
They
It's
make them,
it's loaded like 765 Browning spec, which is nice.
Good. I took the Steyr Hahn out the other day.
Yeah.
A bunch of Paige's friends have never shot handguns before, and they're all trying to get their concealed carries, and they're just like, I'll just sign up for a class and go get a rent-a-gun, and I've never held a handgun before in my life, and just do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we're gonna go shoot first, so you don't drop your gun for all this other crap, and I'll just let you guys use one of my guns to go, so you can all get familiar with it, and then you can all just take that to your classes and shoot with it, because then you're not gonna look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I haven't taken. Oh, there's
So,
three now.
And so, anyways, gave them all the 210. Obviously, anybody can shoot that handgun great because it's an amazing fucking handgun. And they all go out there.
Target pistol that costs $2,000.
Yeah, but it works, and they all shot really good with it, and they all passed their classes, so it worked out really good. So.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've been interested in the Canics. They look really nice, and like you said, they are affordably priced, and it seems like a lot of people like really like them.
I mean, I even liked them. Hey, small one, what are you doing?
I now.
I like it. One of the few pistols that has a trigger safety that I like, because their trigger safety. Small one, please leave the stuff on the desk, please. But it has like a millimeter of travel on the trigger safety.
Yeah,
and it's like actually wide and not narrow. It's really nice. I was really impressed with it actually. For the like,
what's YouTube's policy on firearm handling during a live stream again?
You also can't touch ammo. So
it's like because I got my
still technically in theory stab somebody with a sword and it's okay.
It's like I still have my because I got my Steyr in my hand right now.
Yeah, I don't have any guns. I got the Lee Enfield out of the stock because I finally took that one that has that gross polyurethane stock. It's behind me there, and I stripped all the polyurethane off of it. And I'm gonna bleach it so it's all uniform in color, and then redo it all.
But I mean, like,
Look at that. Yeah,
I-
nice short trigger safety.
yeah, and it's like this is everything that a Glock should be.
Well, I mean, to
I
be
feel.
fair, Glock hasn't innovated in like 40 years.
Well, and the guy that helped make this left Glock because he's like, "Hey, Gaston, I have some ideas," and Gaston said, "Fuck you."
Gaston's like, I'm too busy dealing with horse insemination.
Yeah.
So,
But no, like the sites are, once I figured out how to work them, it's like, oh, okay, that works.
yeah, because they're got those weird, like, triangle sights, don't they?
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
the trapezoid
Yeah.
sights.
The barley corn and the whatever, which is an interesting sight thing. I kind of like it. But
It is a Steyr M9A2.
yeah, good luck finding an A1.
You can find them. I mean, there's not really any need to, and they share some compatibility between each other.
Well, all that's
Not
different.
frames,
Different,
but
yeah, different frame, pretty much. So.
the the M9A1 mags will work in the M9A2, but
Yeah.
not the reverse or something like that.
Yeah, bunch of weird stuff. It's a great handgun. People like it, and for like $600.
I got it for
whatever.
375.
Yeah, so they're
yeah,
awesome, awesome handguns. So the Austrians make good stuff.
yeah. The only thing is like, if you like a huge aftermarket, this doesn't have it.
No, there's not a whole lot of accessories for that.
And
is it optics cut at least?
What's up?
Is it optics cut at least?
No.
No.
You have to have. There's people that do it. You have to send it.
I'm surprised they didn't do that on the A2.
It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a modular frame, so that implies that they're doing more stuff with it. But
what's the size on the dovetail on the rear sight? Is it 8?
Oh, like I have no idea. It's pretty standard, I think.
It probably says on the side of the rear sight. Should be a tiny little number, and it's probably either a 6 or an 8. Most handguns in that size are either going to be a 6 or an 8.
It might be an upside down 6. Some would call that a 9. I haven't got any idea. I know it's a pretty standard. Like if you want to remove it, you can put something else in.
Yeah, heck yeah. Because it's like I have one of those rear sights where you could just dovetail a rear sight on and put a red dot on it.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's an Austrian.
There we go.
He's wearing a good camouflage.
Yeah, it's not exactly my size, but it's tight enough.
Yeah.
Fair. It's comfy though, at least. You guys got it backwards. Why are you guys wearing?
What do you mean backwards?
You're wearing the American stuff, and he's wearing the Austrian stuff. And
well, because to each other, it's quite exotic.
Yeah,
that's fair.
There you go.
Oh, jeez. Gosh darn it. That's funny.
Well, what's great is the moleskin, like German moleskin trousers that I bought from Mike. I was wearing those with these a while ago, and they like blend together perfectly. So he's like, "You wearing like fucking like old ass fatigues?"
The U.S. wish they made fatigues that were that nice.
Yeah, it was like, no.
Or comfy.
They are. They're comfy. That cotton stuff is great. I don't know what the U.S. does with their fabric and why it sucks so bad. But
that being said, when I was taking my basic writer's course, like they're like, hey, minimum you need a long sleeve shirt. It's hot, we realize, so armor isn't required, but you need a long sleeve shirt. It's like, oh, okay, I'll wear this. And I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking miserable.
Yeah, that's gonna be me tomorrow. I'm gonna be wearing wool in 34 degrees Celsius heat with no wind for
fun.
6 hours tomorrow. So, with fully weighed down pattern 37 web equipment and a helmet. So,
oh wait, I think I know what job you're doing. I remember you talking to me about it.
What?
It's like you're like doing an armor job, or you looked into that or something.
No, unfortunately not. I did that part-time, and then I got all their stuff cleaned, and then they didn't need me anymore.
You did the job too well. You didn't
it was all the old M1 Garands that they used for blanks for like funerals.
Yeah.
Couldn't even run them. They were so gummed up. So I took them all apart and cleaned them and replaced the parts that needed to be replaced. So they work good now. So
how much did they have to replace?
a couple of gas plugs I had to replace, and one of them had a bent operating rod. Some of them, the bores had just rusted so bad and everything, which doesn't matter too much.
Yeah,
when
it's a blank
it's a
gun.
blank
So.
gun. But like, and then the gas selectors and everything like that on them, as far as like the pressure, just so fucking seized up. It's but mostly I had to replace gas plugs and really clean them good, and then get some stock parts because some of the stocks had cracked and shit and were broken.
Yeah,
But
probably dropped or whatever.
it was easy. Yeah, it was. Well, you got these fucking 70-year-old geriatric men, fucking carrying around M1s. So
And and varying weather conditions too. So they're probably
Yeah.
like swelling from humidity and shit like that.
yeah, well, they hadn't cleaned them, and so the guy that was there, who was in charge of that VFW or whatever, was like, I've never seen these leave this case, and I've been in charge of this VFW for 45 years. And I was like, okay then. So, and yeah, some of them wouldn't even move. They were so seized up from not having been cleaned.
Sandblaster it is.
So it was pretty rough. But they were like, yeah, we got all these M1 Garands, and they're all like actual like World War II dated, like
Yeah.
nice M1 Garands. It's like, they
Yeah.
didn't take care of them at all. These old fucking boomers. So,
That's all right. Some dumbass will pay $3,000 for it anyway.
well, they can't actually sell it. They're stamped. The ones that the like Legion and the VFW used say specifically they have a big stamp along the side of the receiver that says for government use only, not for resale. So it's been one of those things where it's like, because that's what I suggested. I was like, why don't you guys just fucking sell them and do a recording or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, we can't. We
mean-
legally can't. The government still owns these, and we just get to use them.
But
I don't
just
think the
look at this-
government's. Go
I
ahead.
just
No,
look at
they
it the
still
same
own
light as
Yeah.
like any law enforcement only mark parts from the assault weapons ban, or all the MREs that says not for resale. I just view it in
Yeah.
the same light. If you somehow
yeah.
clean it, then who cares?
I was just about to say, there's plenty of shit that's like not for resale, government use only. It's like there's
But
plenty of that shit in
these
the
are like
open market.
literally on loan, like from the state National Guard.
You think
They
they're gonna
just
miss
don't
them?
pay for them. And so
You
it's
think-
like it's literally a firearm that is like still, you look it up and it's like, yes, this one is owned by the state.
What do you want to bet that someone like how often someone from the state actually comes down and inventories them?
I don't think they've ever cared. I don't think they've ever checked, because like the guy said, he's like, these haven't left the case in probably 50 years. So, but I got them all working and they use them now, because before they would just carry them out and like use blunt, like, and just play a recording of them shooting at the funerals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because he's like, we used to, some of the like really, really old guys in here are like, we used to use them for funerals and we don't now, because they probably stopped working because they never fucking cleaned them. So I cleaned them. Lo and behold, it's great when you clean your guns, they work. Weird. Now we just got to get Mike to do that.
Look, you don't have to clean your guns as often as people say. After every range trip is excessive.
It is excessive, but like also like shooting corrosive blanks 50 fucking years ago.
Yeah, I would say
Right,
it
like,
highly
you're-
depends on what you shoot.
Yeah, your mileage may vary. Like there's all sorts.
I
of
would
variables.
clean a muzzle loader every time I shoot it, though.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you there.
I don't, because powder's come such a long way. It's not even corrosive anymore.
But it also depends on what kind of powder you're running too.
That's true. It depends on what kind of black powder you use.
Yeah, maybe you just have shitty powder and everything seizes
Like
up
so.
after 3 rounds.
A little asterisk on all of this. It's like your mileage may vary. There's differing factors. You know.
Well, I
the whole-
shoot the black powder replacement, which is like smokeless
Yeah.
at black powder pressures.
I
And that's fine. That's not much.
Pyrodex?
Yeah, I think that's who makes it. A couple people make their own version or whatever, but
Just
it's
use-
yeah,
Just use actual smokeless and just use a teeny little amount. That's fine.
you
right?
can. It's doable, but
It's a fine line between
you just gotta
Ha-ha,
really
and then
pull that
ha-ha.
case with.
Yeah, that's when it
coordinate.
becomes a science.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's why I love
It's
an
doable,
H3.
it's doable. It's very doable, but I wish books had like a set number of how much smokeless powder you could use as a replacement, but then you got to get down to grain size and all this other crap.
And not every smoke, like even fucking brands aren't the same.
Yeah. And now we're having all those pressure issues of smokeless powder here in the United States for you reloaders. Apparently, we're having a hard time getting powder, and we're seeing lower FPSs out of even a lot of commercial ammo that you can buy right off the shelf in the boxes, and it's got lower FPSs.
I was seeing Palmetto State Armory. They're the ammo brand that they work with. It's like AAC or some shit, or double ACC or some shit. I don't remember. They were having issues with their ammo, and I was like, that's probably not good.
Tons of people are. Hornady, Federal, all of them.
So, PPU's fine.
Yeah, because they're made in fucking Serbia.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Willie? Get out of here.
Yeah, most European brands are still fine. I didn't seem to notice anything going on.
Well, why won't you guys sell us more ammo then?
Because it's all going
to need it ourselves.
They don't need to send all the weird fucking calibers to Ukraine. They're not using that shit.
We sent all of our 6.5 Swede to Ukraine.
Yeah, we sold all the 6.5 Swede to Ukraine.
We gave them fucking Craig Jorgensen's and 6.5 Swede.
Yeah, the one guy who has a fucking like 1896 is like, hell yeah, got 2 whole pallets of this shit.
Yeah. So. No, AIM Surplus did actually get a bunch of like hard to get calibers in. One of them being 6.5 Swede.
Heck yeah. Well, I know 303 came back in from PPU.
Yeah,
into the
I did see that.
So
it's expensive as fuck.
It is, but it's like I was buying Hornady shit at $56 a box.
Yeah, and that's like, well, this is for hunting, so I'm gonna make this last the next 10 years.
Yeah, if I didn't have so many fucking 303 guns, I wouldn't be so desperate for 303. But
yeah.
For hunting calibers, or I should say loads for hunting, I just only use it in 303 because that's the only reasonable load I can justify using it in competitions. But anything else is either a complete waste of time or I just don't shoot it that regularly. Anyway.
Yeah. You can always load it yourself, I guess.
Yeah. I've actually thought about downsizing my collection a little bit. Not too hard, but I'm like,
fair.
I think I got some stuff I get rid of.
To begin with, so I'm sure.
I'm actually surprised I managed to get large rifle primers last time I
know,
went
right?
shopping.
Man,
I think I've went there at least 200 times in my life, and that's the first time he actually had it on the shelf and said, "Yep, they're not reserved. You can buy them if you want them."
It's probably like one thing where he just gets them in immediately in the back, and he calls 2 people, and they're gone.
Trips in the parking lot and drops them. Fuck.
Shit. So. I bought some 22 shot shells the other day to try to kill some squirrels off the bird feeder.
Yeah.
And what are you going to use them in?
You can use them in anything.
I'll put them in my JC Higgins and use them to fucking kill a squirrel off the bird feeder.
Regardless of what you put it in, it's gonna have to be manually operated.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just need them to get them fat fucks from knocking my bird feeder on the ground.
Cover it in fucking grease.
So I did. The pole is greased, but they just still can. They have like a 6-foot fucking vertical.
I know they have the little like spiky things that you can kind of put on them too.
Yeah, I have the like shield on it, but they just jump straight from the fucking ground onto the feeder.
Just don't get in trouble for shooting squirrels again.
It's just like, I'll just whatever. It'll be fine. Those 22 shot shells are so quiet, anyways. Or I could always get the Calibris out if I really had to.
Yeah, the Calibris.
Nobody will hear those fucking things go off.
No.
Regular or super Colibris?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but still, it's great that there's a difference.
Yeah, it's like, well, this one's a primer, and this one's also a primer, but it's a better primer.
This one's got 2 grains of powder in it as well.
Yeah.
Argentina's finest.
When Serena showed me the fucking Super Calibris, like, check this out. It's like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever.
They're great. So I'm going to use them to hopefully kill... Because I get pretty close. Yesterday, I was walking back from helping my neighbor lift something up into his shed. He's got this big shelf in the back of his shed, and he's old. It's like a Vietnam vet. And I'm walking back, and this fucking fat squirrel's on the feeder, and I got really close. They normally run away, so I picked up the fucking stick and I slapped it on the side of the feeder, and he scurries right up to the top, and he just looks at me and he growls and shakes his tail, and I was like, I'll fucking whop you again. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, next time you got to go out there with your bayonet. Like, go out there with your Wurndl bayonet and fucking ha!
I just never expected to get that close. And I'm like, well, I'm an arm's length away, so I'm like looking around for something to
bash him.
Yeah, nature's been acting really weird lately. Yesterday I had a bird fly into my room and get stuck because he always tried to fly against the solid window.
Yeah.
So he did it about 5 times, and he was so shook up he just laid on my desk like that. So I just took something solid, grabbed him, and pulled him out.
Birds get brain damage when they bang into stuff like that.
Yeah, but he was still able to fly, so it took a couple of tries until I actually managed to get him out of there. He seems to be fine.
I mean, he's dead. But like, yeah, something got him probably.
If he has to die, do it outside. I don't want him to die on my keyboard.
Why? You can just eat him like the French do.
Because it's such a small bird, and the French are disgusting weirdos.
They eat songbirds and stuff all the time. They got a whole thing about it.
Yeah,
and look what they're doing today. Not great.
Well, I mean, look, you got to give them credit where credit's due. When they don't like what the politicians are doing, they're like, all right, motherfucker, we'll roll the guillotines out.
Yeah. France is always like
France knows how to
fucking their 80th revolution. So
yeah, it's like they know how to riot. They know how to fucking revolution.
That's right. Let's get a trebuchet and set it up in a park 2 blocks away and shoot at the president's house.
Yeah.
You know what would be great? You know what would be really great for them? If they would actually hit what they're aiming for.
That's
just
fair.
Just load the president in the trebuchet.
I'm just waiting for the day that they finally lose it, and because France has nukes, and they're going to be the ones that set all of the Earth on fire.
No,
they're going to be the ones who cause it. That's what it's going to be. They have a revolution every time the fucking streetlight takes more than a second to fucking change. Like,
good.
Yes. The cigarette prices went up 2 cents. Places are burning.
Hey, I bet you that fucking streetlight works, and the cigarette prices are still the same, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how you do it. They actually
always
just the Americans say they're going to do.
We're just a very bad day away from experiencing de Gaulle's legacy.
Pretty much.
Getting 150 French nukes to spread out across the globe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Some lunatic. They're going to finally do something because they're like, we have to, and then all the nukes are going to fly out of France.
I did actually look at
like they got nukes in other parts of the world too, because France is so fucking big with their overseas departments.
I did actually look into their like nuclear warning shot. It's like, what's the deal with that? And it makes a little more sense now after reading into it. It's not like they just like, oh, we're just gonna launch a nuke into your city. Like, no, they launch it somewhere or have it burst in the air. So they either launch it somewhere where there's nobody and just go like, all right, motherfucker, that's your warning, or burst it in the air so it doesn't hit anything.
I mean, I think we should just take them seriously. They're the only other country outside the United States that has a nuclear aircraft carrier.
But if you look between the lines, like, okay, well, if you launch it somewhere that doesn't really have anybody, you're mainly talking about Russia.
Russia's got people. That's basically all they do got.
Well, they've got plenty of parts of Russia that there's nothing, though.
That's not true.
Because they have a lot of cities where most of the people are concentrated into.
Yeah, that's what they should hit. Bam.
I mean,
warning shot.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good reason why the Moscow metro is considered to be the ultimate survival shelter for a nuclear disaster, because they can just bring all the people downstairs and they're fine. They're just stuck, but they're fine.
Well, it was also like made to be a nuclear survival shelter.
That is Stalin's legacy, yeah?
So he had it figured out.
It's amazing what you can build when you tell people, all right, if you don't build this, I'm taking away your weekly allowance of 1 bread slice.
It's amazing what you can accomplish when you have a nearly limitless supply of slave labor.
It's like, how did the pyramids get built? Slaves got shit done, man.
Yeah, they did. Man, keep telling people that was the worst decision we ever did was get rid of that. And there's still more slaves now than there ever was.
Just threaten to take away their food privileges, and if they get the job done, take it away anyway.
You throw a big
party. Not like they can do anything against it.
Yeah, because then they'll be too weak and stupid to fucking fight back. So, and the cycle continues.
I mean, there's been some pretty good slave revolts, like the Haitian Revolution.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but then you look at Haiti now, and they could do better.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't have any machine guns when they did that.
It's not like it would make much of a difference for them.
And the black people outnumbered the white people like 17-1.
Yeah, but they also lack a plan what to do. I mean, a similar situation. Just look at Afghanistan. The Taliban finally made it. They're in charge. They don't know what to do now.
Fuck 'em.
I just watched them the other day where they were at the DMV and they had people like do their driver's test. You don't have to like take a quiz. You go in and you sit down in a chair and they tell you to like imaginarily switch into like second gear. And then like imaginarily step on the brake. And imaginarily step on the gas. And they're like, all right, here you go.
What?
Hey, that
Yeah.
sounds like my military exercise. Just imagine there's a fictional attack, and imagine you have to do a fictional defense.
Yeah. But it's like literally like a guy in a desk and some guy just walks in, he like slaps the paperwork down on the desk and he sits in this chair across from him and he's like, do the thing. And the guy's just like moves his feet and he's like, all right, you're good.
For like a license?
Yeah, for a driver's license.
Because like a permit, I could kind of see that. Because like to get your motorcycle permit in PA, all you have to do is pass a knowledge test. It's like 20 questions, and it's pretty
They don't
fucking
even
easy.
make you have like a certain amount of like hours.
If you are under if you're 16, if you're a minor, yes. It's still only a knowledge exam, but if you're a minor, you can't get your license without an X number of hours under supervision.
Yeah.
They could like, well, once you're an adult, you can do whatever you want. If you want to die soon, you can. That's okay.
I mean, I wish, because like here you have to have 20 hours of
Yeah.
road time. And I was like, okay, but it's a motorcycle. So like,
And
do I just like go to the parking lot and just some guy stands there and is like, yep, he's going around on it.
there's other restrictions too. I mean, it's not super restricted, but it's one of those like, all right, with a permit, you can't ride at night. You always have to have a helmet and no passengers.
That's lame. Can I have an open beer though?
I
I
mean,
don't know.
if you put a bag over it, sure.
I wish.
But to get your license, you have to pass, an actual test, and they actually like test you on shit that makes sense. Or you can take a safety course, which what's nice in Pennsylvania is the Pennsylvania state pays for the safety course. So
That's
all the
awesome.
safety courses are free.
That's cool.
So, and it's one of those, and they encourage you, like, hey, take them, use
Do it
them.
safely. Learn it the right way.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that with any safety course, like at the end, they should tell you, it's like, all right, congratulations, you now know how to ride a motorcycle in an empty parking lot.
Fair. Can I
Which
at least have some cars that I can practice kicking when they get too close?
Which I didn't pass my skills eval, so I got to go back and do that.
Oh, lame.
But I bought a motorcycle, you saw, and I've been just kind of practicing around here, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, fair. Well, I'm trying to buy a house so then people can come visit.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking at is 4 bedrooms, and it's got really shitty vinyl plank flooring in the basement that I'm going to
Perfect.
tear out. That's about it. And I got to make some kitchen cabinets and put in my raised garden beds and put my throwing knife target out in the back and call it good. Saw the fucking basketball hoop down that hasn't been used since fucking 1979.
Nah, just use it. It's fine.
It's just the pole for it. The basketball hoop thing's not even on there. It's just like a 9.5 foot fucking pole sticking out of the ground next to the driveway.
All right, build a sniper tower then with a fucking fire pole.
Right, that's where I'm gonna do it. Right next to my driveway. It's not even as tall as the fucking garage roof. It makes perfect sense. So,
Build your little fucking basketball goal tree house.
I should just fill it full of explosives. That way, if anyone pulls into the driveway, it's just a 9 foot tall fucking
Pipe bomb, yeah.
A tower would be great for that. Any kind of elevation gives you the ultimate advantage, no matter where you are.
That's one of those things where it's like, because the people were I've been talking to them because they're both old and they're not doing so great health wise, and their kid's out of work, so they're going to go move in with their kid, and the kid's going to help take care of them health wise, and they're going to help him financially.
Yeah.
Cool. Because they can't really go up and down the stairs anymore in their house and yada yada, this and that. So it's whatever. And I was like, well, if you want to sell it, okay, I'll get my buddy who's an inspector to come out and we'll inspect the house, and then you talk to a real estate agent and figure out what it's worth, okay? And I will give you what they say the value of the property is. And then right there, I'll get you a check for it. Because then we're not paying any taxes, you're not paying any real estate fees, I'm saving you some money, and I don't have to fucking pay way high for try to get against anybody else that wants to buy this house. We get to save both parties money right in the end. So I had my buddy go and inspect it, and it's looking good. Nothing really wrong with the house. The people that live there now are the ones who built it. And yeah, I just got to paint pretty much, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And how far is this house away?
How far is it from where I currently am?
Pretty much, yeah.
If I wanted to right now, I could throw a football from this house to that house.
It's like from Austria, it's probably about the same distance as that one, but
yeah. So no, I probably couldn't actually throw a football there. It's like 2 streets over.
yeah.
But my neighbors really didn't want me to go, and so after like they heard about what Paige kind of did to me, the neighbors really don't like her anymore because I'm the neighborly person who does all the stuff and helps everyone.
You could fire a bottle rocket over there.
It's whatever, but and they were like, that'd be really nice, and so that'd be great if I could get their house because they just got it appraised for like $280,000.
Mhm.
So I'll give you $285 for it. Boom, done deal.
Okay.
4-bedroom house, 4-car garage, big driveway. It's on like half an acre of land.
How long have you been planning to get that house?
Huh?
Like,
Well, basically, as long as I lived here with Paige, quit renting to live here and to help her work on her house, bank some money, and then buy my own place. So
oh, so this has already been going on for a couple of years.
this has been going on for a bit, yeah. And then I got all my old 401ks for my government jobs that I'm not adding to anymore, that I'm just going to cash out, and because I won't have to pay taxes on it if I use it to buy a house. And then as a first-time home buyer, I get discounts and all that other stuff anyways.
Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable, yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys ever want to come visit, you guys can come stay.
I would be up for it, yeah.
It'll be cool.
I'll bring my Steyr Han.
Bring this. Me too. I just cleaned it. It's over there. I just got the 9x19 barrel put in it.
I fucked up the other day because I was like, I'll take it to the range or whatever, and I was sitting and I loaded the 9 and I loaded 9 in it, and I set the slide forward or whatever. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I was like, why is it stuck? And I forgot that when I put it away, I'd put the original barrel back in it.
Oh, the original. Ooh.
And so I was like, oh no. So I'm sitting there like, I finally got it open, but I think I tore my finger open doing it.
I did the same thing, actually, almost exactly what you described, where I went and I put 9x19 in the 9x21 barrel, and then I went to go get it out, and I sliced my fucking finger to shit.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, same thing. Just ran the fucking slide, like it finally opened. And you're like, oh motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know?
So
yeah.
I was gonna give it to one of my friends to be like, you should go take your concealed carry with this thing, and then let everybody else shoot it because it'll be fucking hilarious. All the ammo just spraying all over the place. So,
that's kind of how I am with the safety course for the motorcycles. Like they say you can bring your own bike. Like they provide bikes for the basic.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, I have my bike now. Granted, it's an
save you
80.
a bunch of gas, won't it?
What's up?
It'll save you a bunch of gas because I'm sure that's more efficient in your car.
Yes and no. The whole like motorcycles save you gas thing, it's kind of a misnomer. Like, yeah, if you ride around in a Grom, a Honda Grom, that's a 125cc. It gets 100 miles to the gallon. It's a 0.9 gallon tank.
Yeah, so you could go 90 miles and then.
But you're also not going to get on the interstate with it. It tops out at like 65, maybe 70 if you like Superman it.
Just put your hydrazine in the tank. It'll be fine.
So my bike is a 450cc.
Yeah, that's pretty big for a road
Uh,
bike.
it's like a midsize, but because the Nighthawk series, like they had pickup. Like it was built because it was built in '82. It's got the Speedo that had the highway maximum on it of
Yeah.
8. So it's like it can only go as high as 85. The bike can go faster than 85. They
But the
just won't
speedo is
show it.
gonna hit max out at
Yeah, it's like the bike can go about 100 miles an hour. Am I gonna take it that fast? Fuck no.
Yeah, you should at least once to know it can do it.
No.
It's like every now and then when I have a car full of people, I put those class 3 racing brakes. I just like to stomp on the brakes to make sure the brakes still work, and then everybody fucking flies forward.
But I am glad I bought the 450 and not the 750 because I was looking at Nighthawks, and the 750 is like the racing or the like really sporty bike, and it'll do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds,
That's
and
a
we're
good one.
talking miles per hour, so that's like 100 kph.
Pretty close to it.
So
But
it's
yeah,
like
that's not bad. You don't need any more than that.
no,
450.
and I'm not gonna go on the turnpike with it.
Yeah, and you could drive to work, in like
I don't know about that.
the middle of winter, and
Winter riding's one thing, but it's an hour and 20-minute drive to work, and I have to like cross a border.
and
There's a shitload of deer.
and
It's not good.
your bike's smaller, which means it's easier to dodge them.
Yeah,
The
except a
only,
lot of these.
the only
are-
problem I see here is you cannot really bring a lot of stuff with you compared to.
I mean, it's actually got the luggage like trunk thing on it.
Yeah, he's got the storage on it.
I'm gonna take that off, I think, and put something else there.
Better aerodynamics, lower weight.
It's not even that heavy. It's one of those like the lock on it can be broken with a screwdriver.
So don't put anything nice in there.
Well, that's where my registration and shit is. So,
Why don't you just keep that in your wallet?
because my registration is like this big.
And take a picture of it.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
You
They-
can't
they
do that there?
I think they want you to produce it.
Because like
Yeah,
for me,
I also
I don't
think you
even
need
carry
to
hard
produce
copies
the
of my car
original.
insurance anymore. I just have it on my phone.
Well, yeah, no, car insurance is different. Like that, I can produce on my phone.
Yeah, I also recall something that when it comes to motorcycles, I don't know if it's insurance or the police, but they want to have the original slip and not even a photocopy of it.
I mean, as long as all the dates are right and the numbers are correct, they gotta fucking type it in and look it up anyways. So
Yeah, you know how
Make their
arbitrary
fucking
law
job
enforcement
Look it
is.
up.
You know.
go get in your fucking laptop in your car and tell me I own this thing. Shit.
Yeah.
So, but I'm also saying that as a guy who worked for law enforcement, and I now know that it's like, get a warrant, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I'm not helping anybody. Eat
It's like,
shit.
may I come in? You got a warrant? Nope. Sorry.
Right. My doormat says you better have a warrant or level 4 plates. So, but
It's a shame because I have level 5 armor penetrating ammo.
I do have some very crazy armor penetrating ammo.
What would even other than a 50? What would constitute that? Just fucking just the Magnum calibers.
I mean, you could probably get like a 300 Magnum that's got like a tungsten core, and that'd probably do it.
Yeah. It's like because I know level 4 will stop 30-aught AP.
30-06 AP is what it's
Yeah.
rated for. Yeah.
Yeah.
A single hit from 30-06 AP.
And it's
One.
usually ceramic, so it's
Yeah.
one of those well, I got 7 more where that came from. So,
Exactly. It's like, Oh well. What
it's
do you
like-
do?
You're yeah, you might live, but you may not want to.
Besides, you got to get more creative. Like you get one of those SMLE grenade cups and you put one of the little dog chew tennis balls soaked in kerosene in there. You light it on fire and you sail one of those into the officer.
You buy one of them old school Mills bombs and you fucking fill that with some
I
bullshit.
wish I've been looking for like a deactivated
Yeah.
Mills bomb for years.
I know Mike was selling repros, but it's just the resin, wasn't it?
The resin ones, yeah, and they're all right, but it's like I wanted to have one
A metal,
actual
yeah.
one.
or
Yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky. I also only seen those wooden repros, but I
Yeah,
haven't
this
really
is like I
seen
can get
anything.
whatever US one I want, and I can get German ones that are like deactivated, and I can get real Russian ones
Mhm.
that are deactivated. But
Just,
fuck me if I get a Mills bomb. And I've
just
seen
go-
some people do it. They've been some places that have actual Mills bombs that they've
Yeah.
deactivated, but they're like $200 and they have one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's because most of them are either rusted to shit or
They used them.
Still in use.
Yeah. So
It's like, hey, why is there no 8x50 explosive ammo? Because the goddamn Austrians used it all.
that's not true because I have 1 round of it.
Yeah, how much you pay for it?
I spent $47 on that round.
Well, you gotta shoot
But
it.
to be honest, if we look at your ancestry, I think you actually deserve to have that round.
So
Are you gonna
I'm
shoot
just
it?
so glad I had it. I saw one guy had one on Gunbroker, and he's like, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but it's 1 round and it's like $50, and it got relisted and relisted. And I was like, $45. He's like, 47. Deal.
A man that knows how to negotiate. I
Yeah, and
like that.
he sent me the 1 round, and I have it just to have for like display now. I don't know if it's as still like the primer is not hidden it, but I don't. It still has powder in it, but I don't know if it's like live.
Oh, just use a bullet puller. Poof.
Yeah. Boom. Gosh, I just love that. You tell people about all that stuff, and people are like, and it's like, pointed bullets was a great idea. And Austria's like, no. This one explodes. When
Exploding ammo, yeah.
it hits you. So, none of those pointed bullets.
It's like,
Fuck,
but
a
speaking
waste
of
of time.
grenades, just make your own, just cast your own roar grenades and throw that in there.
Man,
Just get a cast iron cap and fill it with explosives.
True. That's another grenade I'd really like to have.
I've seen a couple of repros. I mean, or you get the stickers and you just shove a cardboard tube in them.
Yeah. What do you want, Cats? Why are you all
Fucking-
down here?
ICBM grenade.
Yeah, it's just cardboard. You can throw it to space.
Yeah.
Did you see
But-
those new grenades that the U.S. came out with, the modular ones?
No.
They
You mean
finally
the
adopted.
Marines?
It was a thing for the longest time. So the one grenade, they're plastic. They're high explosive. They're not fragmentation anymore.
Yeah.
Just one, a single standalone compartment of it is the equivalent of like a flashbang.
Yeah.
It's basically non-lethal. 2 will take out a small room, and 3 will penetrate armor. So
Interesting.
yeah, but apparently they're like limitless. You could screw like 10 of these things together. And
Oh, okay. I see.
baseball bat of
It's like
because they're
that-
totally inert, and the detonators are given separate, and you screw the detonator into the grenade. It has the spoon and the pin and everything.
Yeah.
And then you can throw it, or you can link them together depending on what you need. So
It's like the modular suppressor that they have now that you can just fucking screw together.
yeah,
It's pretty cool.
I don't know why. I don't know why it took somebody so long to figure that out.
As far as I recall it, I think the U.S. Marines were the first ones to get them.
They were the ones who tested them.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
it's been mass adopted now. I think all 4 branches have it now.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
so if one is supposed to be weak enough to act as a flashbang, what exactly keeps me from just taking a bunch of nails and taping them around the grenades?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, well, some dumb motherfucker's gonna take like double-sided tape and just like roll it in fucking rocks and throw it out there.
There you go.
It's a flashbang. It's fine.
In the server, I posted a picture I just found.
Is it the baseball one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no, that's new to me. I haven't even seen that.
That's what they are. Yeah. Modular grenades, and the Marine Corps was the first one to test them, and they wanted the couple things changed on them. They wanted the spoons, like the pins and the whole assembly and stuff, to
Mhm.
be easier to take on and off.
They want a crayon holder.
And they wanted them to actually be skinnier and taller, because these are kind of
For that familiar feeling.
yeah, exactly. So I think a lot of it was so they could use the same pouches they have.
Yeah, that makes
Now,
sense. Without
so-
having to like new gear and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
the Marine
much.
Corps actually has probably the best set of gear right now, to be honest. As far as equipment goes, I would give them that.
So now this is basically the modern day equivalent of the fucking the German stick grenade that was like 9
Yeah,
of
they're like,
them.
well, we can't kill tanks. We are not going to make a special grenade, so let's just tie 10 of them together. So-
fucking 9 grenade heads all strung together. Ready
Yeah,
to
and
go
you
throw
could
this fucker.
only throw it like 40, like
5 feet.
yeah, it's like nothing at all because it weighs so much. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much that. It literally is that. We're
Yeah.
coming full circle on military technology now. So, what are you doing down there, Cat? I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But I wasn't gonna sew today, but I'm gonna be hot as shit tomorrow. So if any of you guys live near Stearns County in Minnesota, you should come out to the History Museum and say hello.
I'm
Okay,
a
it's
bit-
gonna be a bit difficult for me, but okay.
Yeah, fair.
I got stuff I gotta do.
That's all right. It's only for 6 hours, and it's gonna be hotter than shit. And I didn't want to do it for both days, but
I gotta
yeah.
clean my bike chain.
There you go. I gotta feed the cats. I can't do anything. Paige and some of our friends are down at a tattoo convention right now down in the cities. So I'm just gonna work out tomorrow and then go to that.
Solid
It's gonna
plan.
be great.
It's
I'm gonna be
fucking
so hot.
It's fucking raining all weekend here, so I was like, well, there goes the riding.
Why? Just put your little umbrella hat on.
No, I have a helmet.
What are you doing?
I could. I mean, it's just I don't want to.
Why don't you get one of those umbrella hats? It's fine.
And attach it to what? I'm wearing a helmet.
Just don't wear a helmet. Stop. Hey, I know you want
Fucking-
attention, but leave shit alone.
My better half's like, oh, by the way, I bought you a mohawk for your helmet. It's like, oh, thanks.
Like, yeah. I mean, it should just be like one of those big suction cup dildos, like a unicorn. That way, when you rear end a guy, you really are.
Yeah. I'm the one more likely to be rear-ended being on a fucking
Yeah,
bike.
on a motorcycle, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really so many fucking people using their phones and shit still.
Yeah.
I almost got merged into today in my fucking car. So, some lady on her phone. Stop. Hey, come here.
So I'm just gonna put
I'm
a
pretty sure you can
Centurion
just take
brush.
a regular umbrella and glue it to your back.
I just have it turned inside out. Hey,
That sounds great. That sounds like a great way to fall off the bike as it catches wind and pulls me away.
yeah, it's fine. Just get a like twisty tie to hold the gas where it is, and get one of those like parasailing rigs.
Yeah, I mean I have a poncho in the luggage, but
Yeah,
That'll be
just
pretty much the same thing.
if you wear a helmet, just put over a garbage bag and make some holes in it so you can look out.
Yeah,
it's a full face helmet. Like it has a fucking like it's
that's the way to do it.
enclosed.
It really is.
Yeah.
If you're gonna ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, no, I'm like I wasn't like I'm not wearing a brain bucket. I'm not doing a fucking like 3/4. Like no, it's a full.
You don't want to get
fucking
like a
face.
stall helm like all the bikers and
No.
wear one of those around.
Number one,
Put a
it
big
wouldn't look
cloth
right
on
on my
the side of
bike.
it. Come on.
It wouldn't look right on my bike. Number one.
Come on. Get one of the Japanese helmets then.
I mean,
How about
it
just go
would
down the
look-
road wearing an ACH?
I mean,
You
it would
could.
look right on your Swiss camel. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. I mean, like like right now I just have the helmet and gloves and whatnot, but I'm gonna get like actual like jacket and pants to wear as well. I'm not riding
and,
without full
padded
armor.
ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not riding without full armor. It's not
That's
worth it.
smart. That really is. I'm just not going to get a motorcycle because I got enough filthy habits like smoking and drinking and buying guns
Yeah,
and playing blackjack and hookers. So yeah,
I haven't played any blackjack recently, but I was getting a little addicted to that for a bit.
I haven't. I keep buying all this old fucking ammo that might blow up, and it hasn't yet, but it might one day.
It's fine.
So.
It's fine.
And letting people borrow my Sig 210 probably against my better judgment to go do all their concealed carry classes with.
Yeah.
It's a sweet piece though. Anybody
There you
can pick that thing up and shoot fucking great.
Like I mean, that's like just handing like here's this Laugo alien. Just go to your concealed carry with that.
That's pretty much what it is. Everyone's
Yeah.
there like with their little whatevers, and then they just roll up with this $2,500 fucking handgun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they did good. Took them from literally 3 people, two women and a guy, from never having held a handgun before to tightest group at the class. Sig 210, bam.
There's definitely some guns out there that take the guesswork out.
Yeah, and I kind of probably ruined it for them because now they're going to go look for a handgun that shoots that good, and they're not going to find anything that shoots that fucking good.
No.
it's kind of crazy how much an inch of barrel length can make such a difference on such a.
Well, especially in like a standard loading for handgun ammo, that inch of extra burn rate on them, world of difference.
Yeah, good sights, good hand position. Like it's like, yeah, that's
I
why
could
with
have gave him. I bought one of those like what is it like the like Heisers or whatever from Germany, where it's a 7.62 by 39 and a Derringer.
Yeah, I've
Could have
seen
wanted to
that.
do that.
I know. So you know the Cyclops, they came out with the 4570,
Yeah,
the single shot 4570 Derringer. And they just recently came out with another one in 50 AE, and it's like, all right, that's pretty cool. I'd shoot that.
that's going to be much more pleasant than 4570.
The 40 apparently, according to the guy, the owner, who's like, dude, I shoot this thing probably like 300-400 times a month, you know, because of testing and all this other stuff. Apparently, it's not that bad.
I mean, it depends on what grain size you're getting. Because here's the thing:
I mean,
there's
yeah, if
a
you're
lot of loadings of 4570.
yeah, if you're shooting a 700 grain brass solid through this
Yeah, 'cause
motherfucker,
if you're getting one of the regular ones, it's like kind of lighter, and it's like a 350 grain bullet, which I think is the lightest they do on 4570 commercially.
yeah,
That probably isn't so bad. But getting like the 500 grain, like self-defense predator ammo,
yeah.
I don't know. Shooting that little Heiser with that 7.62 39 through it, that kind of hurt.
Which I mean, to be fair, if you're in a situation that, for whatever reason, you have that Derringer and you have to use it, you're probably gonna want whatever the best you can get.
I'll tell you what, keyholes every single fucking time.
Perfect.
You could.
But it's going to
so
be
there's
a
literally-
very painful keyhole.
The point of the round, okay, is like a quarter of an inch, which is like 4 millimeters from the muzzle.
Let's see. How big is the Cyclops? And it's a lot better grip than the Alaskan Survival. That one had such a bad grip. It's like
When are they
it's
gonna
like
make one that's like 50 BMG?
be like hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. They got the whiz banger, and it's literally just like a hammer thing with that you put the round fucking poof.
It's like all
It's-
those people that take plumbing equipment and they make the shotgun that you slam fire.
Yeah.
You seen that? I want to
The
make one of those
Terminator.
just for funsies.
Oh, you mean like just a slam fire shotgun?
It's like a tube. Okay, you just buy a tube. Okay, one that you can fit a 12 gauge shell into, but the rim will.
yeah.
And
You're
then you
you're
get
making
a wider tube, and you screw an end cap on it
with a
with,
nail.
with a nail in the back, and then you
Yeah.
just slide it over, and you just hit it hard enough, and it just goes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so essentially you just have a mortar for shotgun rounds.
yeah,
In one of the Death Wish movies, a guy does just that. He has two pieces of pipe, and he's sitting there and
Yeah.
he's fucking like sniping people with the fucking thing.
Yeah, good
shooting
luck with
guys
that.
shooting guys off roofs and shit.
I should have had the one guy that thought he was so tough shoot the 7.62 by 39.
You gotta do it in 410
Yeah.
though, Devin.
Huh?
You gotta make it in 410. You gotta get his two skinny pipes
2 skinny pipes.
to do 410.
I gotta take the Ishapore out and shoot it. I haven't shot that this year.
I
Maybe
still have
that's
to-
what I'll murder a squirrel with.
I still have to bore the fucking Ishapore.
I told you, just buy a fucking cordless drill.
I mean, I know I can buy the tools to do it and just fucking hand do it. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's just
Literally.
time and all that good stuff.
It's
And just
fine.
not wanting to do it. I mean, like I know I can do it. It's not hard. I know people that can do it for me.
Yeah, you should, because the thing's fucking sweet. It's my favorite shotgun. It really is.
I was just
I'm
disappointed. I was
saying
like,
that
man.
Person
It's
who
like-
owns an 870 Wingmaster.
Yeah, I was just like disappointed. I was like, oh, it loads a 3-inch shell, so it's probably good, right? No, because once it actually flips out, it locks in past the fucking chamber,
Yeah.
and then you can't fucking get it out.
Yeah, because the wad sometimes won't get past it either, and
But
sealed
hey-
it right in there.
The one shot or the two shots I took with it, both of them went exactly where I pointed it and made one hole.
Yeah.
So it's like, not bad for a sewer
How
pipe.
do the 2.5s work in it?
I don't have any 2.5s.
You don't have any 2.5s? Have you tried it? Because they make 2.5s.
I figured if I use shorter rounds, it'd probably
You
work.
might be able to sneak it. It won't be as bad as the 3s, but because the original chamber is only 2 1/4, so a 2.5's only a 1/4 inch longer than the original
Actually, I think that's what I don't think I have any 3s.
Okay. Like
So
mine will take 3s.
yeah,
So-
yeah, because it needs to be drilled to 3, so I haven't tried
I
putting
mean,
any
just
3s
drill
in
it to
there.
2.5 to be safe, because that's actually considered unsafe being drilled to 3.
It's fine.
I mean, the pressures are so low, but the
It's
thing
not.
is, it gets so fucking thin. Like if I drop that thing wrong, the barrel will probably shear off.
It's probably not that bad.
No, like the pencil barrel under there. It slims down so quick that where the 3-inch chamber ends, the barrel's so thin on the outside right there.
Now, what I'll do is I'll get one of the ones that you can fucking bore it for 45 and 410.
I mean, you could run a 45 through that.
Yeah, and basically squib it.
No, it'll go. It's
No, it won't.
It's higher pressure than the 410s are.
But you've had this conversation before, like, because everyone's like, "Oh, does it run 45 long cold?" It's like, no, that is a unique thing to a specific gun.
Specific couple of guns, but
Well,
you
yeah,
could.
it's like
You probably
you cannot.
could. It wouldn't squib probably, but it'd be pretty hard on the gun.
Yeah, it's like you cannot put a 45 caliber round down a 410 barrel.
Could I put 41 Smith & Wesson Magnum down it?
Yeah.
That might be something we're trying.
Well, because the triple defense, the Hornady triple defense, it's a 41 caliber bullet with 2 balls behind it.
Yeah.
It's just
those will run out of that just fine, yeah. I've shot those through that.
That's the first shot I took with it was with that kind of round, and it made 1 hole. I was surprised.
Alexi, you buy anything cool lately?
I mean, he's got them rifles behind him.
He does got them cool rifles. He's got 2 good rifles and a crappy piece of shit.
Yeah, that foul's pretty bad.
Replaced years ago.
Yeah, the foul sucks.
I mean, they all have their issues in some ways. Like this one is British, this one is Turkish, and this one is a sporter.
Yeah, but it's a cool looking sporter.
It is a cool looking sporter.
It sure is one cool looking spotter, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the list for the inch pattern L1A1 receiver in October. It's happening.
When is?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say your bag of
How long is it going
foul.
to take it for you?
Huh?
How long is it going to take for you to start and then finish the build? Like,
I mean, I'll
what
probably
would
get
you
it
guess?
done in a weekend.
Oh, that's good.
I have all the parts and all the tools. I just have to physically have the one piece I don't have
I wonder if someone's 3D
and bang it
printed
all
this.
together, you know?
Has
'Cause,
someone
like, I got a
3D
brand
printed
new
the foul?
chrome lined, like, match grade barrel for it, made in America and everything. So it's like, I'm just waiting for the inch pattern receiver. And I got 4 L4 mags.
Ooh, I will be curious to try it out if I come visit.
Yeah, it's going to be spicy. The thing's going to be great.
That's another gun I've only shot once. My my 2A1.
Yeah.
Well, my 2A1 jungle carbine.
Yeah. The Indian made ones.
Yeah, that was cut down and had a little cone put on it.
You gotta
It's
admit,
neat.
though, you were like, I'm never going to buy a Smelly. You told me
Well,
that for years.
it's not an actual smelly.
The Indians made them.
I mean, the 2A1 was its own thing though. It wasn't like they were like, oh, we took a smelly and converted it.
That's what it is.
No, I wasn't it made from the factory like that. They didn't just like, oh, we bored out a 303 to fucking
So the
308.
2A is literally all parts interchangeable with the 303s. Even the rear sight is still calibrated for 303.
Oh yeah, because I broke the extractor on it.
Yeah. And so the only thing they changed was the charger guide, the cuts on it to take a NATO 5-round strip.
Yeah.
That's it. And then the magazine and whatever. The 2A1, they put the aluminum buttstock on. They put the front sight, the rear sight ramp, and for calibrated for 308. The really square nose cap, that's a 2A1 thing. It's just an economy thing. They just made it easier to machine. And then all that other good jazz. But it's essentially an SMLE. And even then, a lot of the 2A1s are still going to be made on leftover receivers and bolt parts from older SMLEs recycled.
I guess I'm more thinking from an aspect they didn't take a 303 barrel and then bore it out.
Some of them they did.
I suppose. but still has
So-
the paint on it. I didn't, try to take any of that off.
Take all the
The-
lacquer. off
yeah.
of it.
I'd have to sandblast the shit. That shit's on there so thick. Like I can't even I can move the rear sight,
Yeah.
but how it has that little wheel, that shit is just solid in there.
Yeah, it's just lacquered heavy for the mildew and the moisture and stuff.
Hey, cool. Never have to worry about it fucking rusting.
That's true. But
I
you
think
like it,
Mazouf
right?
wants
It's a
to
good
join.
thing.
What's
Huh?
that, Alexi?
I think Mazouf wants to join.
All right, we could work that out here.
But yeah, I've only shot it once.
But you like it though, right?
Yeah, no, I mean the rounds weren't where I pointed.
You see
Yeah.
why I love the Smelly so much?
It's just with 308 or 7.62 I mean, they're both pretty interchangeable nowadays. But
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna get here. Here's some arguments about that one. It's like, yeah, look at the low data for most companies. They use it pretty
It's the
interchangeably.
same fucking thing. I hate when
Yeah.
people say 223 and 556 are different. Shut up. Nobody cares. It all goes in the same gun. It's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
223.
one thing that's relevant is I think it's with 5.56 cases, they are thicker, so they have a bit more usable life for reloading it. Like you can,
But the thing is, the military doesn't reload.
Yeah,
yeah. I
and,
mean,
and that might be a
Yes.
very brand specific thing too.
Well, I also hear people are like, well, the 556 operates at higher pressure. That's why the case is thicker. No, it actually is lower pressure than commercial 223.
yeah, I
and
would
it-
say it's thicker, so it's less likely to deform for the many decades of storage they intended to have it.
And it's one of those, all this shit only matters on guns made years and years and years ago. Like,
Yeah, it's on old M16s, which are garbage
Yeah.
anyways.
oh, they're
The
fine.
newer
shut
the
up.
gun, the more flexible it is to use anything you put into it.
What are you doing?
It's like, and companies know nowadays, like, fuck it, 223, 556, load them the same.
It's fine. I sent you a link there on Facebook. So yeah,
Load them the same.
I don't want anything. I don't want none of those gross 22s anyways. I only want two things that are 22.
Excuse me, it's a 224, it's not a 22.
Whatever the fuck it is. I only care about the first two numbers. Nobody gives a shit about the rest one. But I want to get a 22 Hornet,
Those are fun. Those are fun.
and I got a 22 long rifle. That's all I got.
I was like, why does nobody make a semi-auto 22 Hornet? And then I was like, oh right, because 223 exists.
Because they make revolvers in 22 Hornet, which is kinda
Yeah,
cool.
there's the Raging Hornet.
Yeah. But
And-
I just want one of the cool old like survival rifles in 22 Hornet.
Yeah, but because I was looking at like the speeds and energy transfer, I was like, oh, at that point, it's like a
It's
semi-auto and 22
negligible,
Hornet.
yeah.
You may as well just carry a 556 or a 223 at that point
Fair. What do you do?
because it's essentially going to do the same thing.
Nobody likes any 22s. They're terrible.
22 is just some of the most fun you'll ever have.
I love my little 22. I wanted to get for my birthday. I wanted to get the Henry Pump 22, and I've been asking for it for years to get one for my birthday, for Christmas, for anything. And I haven't got one. It's been like 5 fucking years I've been asking for one.
Yeah.
And this was the first year I thought I was actually going to get one. Then I got nothing from nobody, except for a couple of people sent me some money, which was nice.
Yeah, money's always nice.
Yeah. But
With-
yeah, nothing from nobody. And then my party was actually ruined. I had some friends actually throw a birthday party for me, which I've never had like an actual birthday party. And then that was the same day Paige got home from her annual training, so she's really crabby and really fucking tired and she doesn't feel good. And then she came with and then complained the whole time.
Yeah, birthday-
Howdy, howdy, everyone.
Could have just stayed home. Look at this guy. Look at that ugly face.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a webcam. I just moved to Fort Lost in the Woods, and I just set up my PC yesterday. I just got internet yesterday too, so I can hop on my
Lost in
phone
the
if you want to
woods?
see this.
Come on now, it's not that bad.
Bro, I'm here for 6 months, please.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, no, it's for Cam's career course. So
It's
It could
fine.
be. You could go back to South Korea.
You could spend
Oh,
your entire
please.
career at one base.
we haven't gotten our things back yet from Top, So we could end up going anywhere. Hopefully, I can go to 101st, but we'll
South
see.
Korea sounds like is where you want to be.
Camp Humphreys, congratulations! Your ass is going back on the plane,
You're going to Djibouti, Africa. Have fun.
dude. I would rather go to Djibouti, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where it's
pretty-
130 fucking degrees.
That's fine.
I mean, it's one way to get me in the regulation.
Man, if only we brought things with air conditioning with us. Oh wait.
That's only the Air Force. Shut up.
Well, I joined the right branch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
Ew.
sorry, we don't get hazard pay when the fucking Thanksgiving turkey runs out in the mess hall and the chandelier's not polished in the shitter.
Hey, I mean, you know, that chandelier is pretty goddamn important. You know. And if
I
my
don't
chair
know.
is a little too squeaky, I'm like, nope, I'm not
You're
coming
gonna
to work
have
today.
to up
Fuck
my
y'all.
pay. There isn't a golf course on this base.
So
Fuck.
I can swap over to my phone, but I think my mic's gonna be crappier on it.
That's fine. No worries.
Okay. I don't know if I can change my avatar or not, but I'll just be the fun. Oh, here we
The
go.
odd
Edit
weird
studio avatar. All right, time to find a very. No, I'm kidding.
Stop chewing on stuff, Cat.
No, it's what they do.
And
There you go.
she just is upset I'm not giving her attention, so she chews on everything.
There we go. That's better.
There you go, Napoleonic SpongeBob.
Yeah, I actually drew this.
Damn.
It's got like you can't see it, but in the bottom left corner, there's a little musket ball that's flying towards him. I'll see if I can't actually get it in the shot. One sec.
Come here. Why are you being a shit?
Because it's a shithead.
Why?
Here, let me try
You're
this
normally
again.
so good. Why am I when I try to do stuff for you being a shit? Do you want me to turn you upside down? I know you don't like that.
No, he don't.
All right,
know
there
what
you go.
I'm
Now you can see the musket ball.
There you go. That's funny. Poor SpongeBob.
He should be covered in leeches too.
Yeah, exactly.
There should be a guy in the background with a very rusty set of pliers ready to take his teeth when he dies.
Yeah,
that what-
I'm sad. I wish it was a square because then you could see like the hills. I'll post it in the Discord, the actual full image.
Yeah.
But this was a passion thing.
Napoleonic SpongeBob?
Yeah.
What fucking drugs are you doing?
Well, no, I
The right
actually.
ones?
Funny enough, I used to do a lot of Mountain Blade, and that was one of the things. Was 45E was one of the groups, and they're like, "Hey, can anyone fucking make us a banner or like a profile pic?" I'm like, "I got you. Hold on." So
That's funny. Then turns out life in the army hasn't changed. Weird.
nope, it's dude. Compare like I hate this, but like it's really not the worst option for job markets right
I mean,
now.
at least the pay and the benefits are pretty decent.
I mean, if you're an officer, yeah, but
Well, that's not true because everybody, what is it?
TRICARE.
Private to PFC just got a pay increase?
Trikers won't do shit.
Dude, I got a MRI done with it. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, until like it's like, hey, the service fucked me up. I need to do these things, and they're like,
Well, You see, that's why you join a non-combat MOS and you just stick to the staff shops and hate
That's
your
no
life.
fun.
Hey,
I have the urge deep down to kill people. So
It's like I did the same thing, and thankfully I didn't have any crazy issues. But like, it was
I
like,
mean-
hey, I'm kind of depressed. Like I'm gonna use the therapy option, and it didn't do a fucking thing.
Oh no, dude, therapy. You have to rely
Therapy
on your
is
peers
fake
more than
injury.
the
They
fucking.
don't care about that.
Yeah, like you literally have to rely on your peers for that. So
It's like,
Yeah, just go get actually wounded and actually PTSD riddled, and they'll pay for that. But
if
you
we
really
can go
gotta
back to the
like-
sandbox, maybe. But
yeah. It's all right. I was exposed to a burn pit. I'm gonna claim that.
well, if you really,
Yeah.
really want to prove like you're crazy and need help, just take somebody hostage at the hospital.
oh, dude,
Just climb,
no.
just climb in a clock tower with a rolling
You don't.
clock.
You don't even need to do that. Just vividly go take a shit on your commander's desk and start throwing it at people. You'll be mentally psyched immediately. Don't worry.
No, I don't.
Don't
know
ask
about
me
that.
how I know that.
I don't know, but like here's the thing: those like TRICARE nurses, like the people at the VA, you get one of those hot nurses, and you're like, just
Oh,
just
yep,
act. I'm
career
just
ender.
trying to get help that I actually need. Just play along, and they're like,
Yeah,
I
she's
get it.
got at least 3 teeth.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
No.
what was the topic before we were talking about SMLEs?
We were talking about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we're just all over the place. Nothing
Okay.
specific.
Why? Do you got a bunch of SMLEs now?
That's the one rifle I don't have, and it's because I actually am. They're all expensive.
Yep.
And I don't know which model to get. That's not. I
I'll
know
sell
not
you
to get a
my
shitty
2A
one.
if you want it.
Maybe actually, hell, I was
That
thinking
one's in
later.
308. It's got all the parts.
I was thinking possibly later to actually. I know you want to do Thanksgiving stuff, so that might be a possibility.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
You'll like it. It's a great piece. It shoots 308, so it's easy to find and it's cheap.
I would gladly take a 308, even though it's not the 303, just because it's actually available.
It actually works. Well, 303 is actually available, but it works. I kind of hate saying this because I really like 303 British and I really like the SMLE. But like the 308 SMLE is so much nicer.
Yeah, like I have the 2A1, like I said, jungle carbine, and I bought while I've only shot it like maybe 15 times, like 15 actual shots. It was super nice while I was shooting
Yeah,
it. It's
like,
loud as
literally-
fuck, but
Just getting rid of the rim, making a rimless SMLE is like chef's kiss. Perfect.
Yeah. rim lock, what's that?
Yeah. Exactly. And the best part is like if any of the bolt pieces, you can still find bolt pieces and shit for it and everything. If something breaks, it's all the same crap as the 303 one. So
Yep.
it's nice. It's real
I
nice.
I will say though, I'm very sad. Being that I had to drive from Virginia to Missouri, all my guns are stored away at my parents' house. So I only have like 3 of them, and none of them are historic at all.
It's fine.
Yep.
The Army gives you a gun. They give you like a terrible ass M4.
They give me
Here's
an
an
M9.
M4A1, and you can see the blue. The blue is actually not corrosion; it's Army magic. It makes the bullet go faster.
That's weird that it's blued because I thought they were all Parkerized.
No, I'm talking about the oxidation.
Oh, the plastic one or whatever? Yeah.
No. At the very tip of the barrel, you can tell if your rifle's fucked because it'll have some faint blue on it, and like the like baby blue, and you look
Yeah.
at that shit and you're like, oh fuck.
It's fine.
I think the worst rifle I ever got. They don't issue bore snakes. You have to bring those. Literally, I put a bore snake in that thing, and I had to use the ramrod to get it down the barrel. And when I got it out, there was just it wasn't cosmoline. It was just dirt and other shit. So I literally looked at it and I'm like, this barrel, I can't even see through it.
Yeah. Well, it's like apparently like a lot of the National Guard guys I talked to because I saw their dress uniforms for them. They don't even clean their guns anymore. They don't even know how to clean an M4.
They just give it to the armor and you're like, here you go. And the
they
armor
give them the
fucking
armor and they just throw it back on a rack.
That's
honestly,
kinda weird.
as
would think,
a oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, anytime we have to hand something back to the armorer,
clean it.
we have to clean it ourselves, and the armorer has to check all the parts if they're clean.
I mean, that's how it
Exactly.
used
That's
to
how
be.
it was for forever. But nope, they just hand the gun in and whatever.
That might just be for the National Guard then, because like as far as I know, that's always been the meme. It's like, hey, how do you get the armor to take your rifle back the first time every time? It's like, it's easy. I slip a 20 in the dust cover.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be quite frank, like it depends on what base you're at too, and then just the standards at that base.
Yeah. Well, like ours, I think a lot of ours is because our big Camp Ripley has a place for training armorers,
Right.
Yeah.
and so they probably just make all the new armorers clean them.
I mean,
It's
that
not
too.
like they're having more than like 20 people go out and qualify anyways at a time. So
And
if you got 10 guys, you all clean 2 rifles and
Oh, dude, it gets so much worse because when you have either a company, just one company, like 120 people roughly, and you only have 3 armorers or 4 armorers,
Yeah.
and these fuckers don't clean their guns. I've had it to where the BC will come down and literally like just rip tide over everybody. It doesn't matter if you clean your weapon, just completely rip tide because the armorers physically can't do that.
yeah,
So
it's whatever. But like they also got such a huge shortage on armorers, which is what I said I would do for the army if they fucking pay me enough. I'll go back and be an armor.
Devin,
I'll
we
sit in the
can't.
back and clean a billion M4s a day, and it'll be done fucking good too.
Devin's
So-
one of those civilians we need to hire.
I would be a civilian contractor for that. You know how many fucking gross, brand new, fucking off the shelf FN
You don't want to. I mean,
M4A1s?
here's the thing about being a contractor, because I have to correct everybody on this. Because like, oh, you're a contractor. It's like, no, contracting job is temporary.
That's
That
fine.
shit ain't. That shit's not permanent. It's like I am a DoD civilian. I work for the Department of
Oh
Defense.
yeah, you need to be a DOD, a GS, whatever the fuck.
You know what?
That would probably be a WG position.
I just want them to pay me.
Yeah.
I'll clean guns. Pay me.
Hey, I get a pay raise next month. That's nice.
Devin, if you got a commission for $3 for every gun you clean, would you take it? Do you get full
Dude,
access?
$3 for every fucking gun I clean? Hell yeah.
Yes.
You know how
No.
many guns? You know how many fucking M4s I can clean in a day?
You get full access to the
If I
dining
clean 100
facility and the
M4s, that's a
commissary.
$300 day right there.
Yep.
The thing is, like, all right, so I make, let's say,
Devin's hands would be raw by the end of the week.
The box graders just
Yeah,
sand.
exactly.
before taxes and an 8-hour day, I make about $304 a day.
Devin, do you know the Adeptus Mechanicus from Warhammer?
Yes.
That would be you in the back with your fucking red robes, just like, another one for the collection.
Right into the M4.
Exactly.
Things
And
that piece
my-
of shit. Hey,
And the nice thing about my days is not all of them involve work. Some days just involve going to work, playing Smash with the guys, and then taking a nap.
that was so great
Man.
about the law enforcement job when it was like -40 and nobody was doing any crime.
Yeah.
There'd be awesome. I'm making $430 today to sit on my ass and watch people sleep.
You
Yeah.
you guys will love this. Fucking in recruiting, when we didn't have anything to do at the company, me and my peer and even my CO, we would just casually play chess.
For just hours.
Yeah, like there was one day where we had no timer, so me and my peer, we were just going back and forth, and like the commander goes out, and we spent an hour playing this chess game, and the commander comes back and he's just like, "Are you two still not done?" Just like, "Sir, we finished everything. It's 3, and now it was 3, and now it's 4. Can we go home?" So.
Do mandatory fun.
Yeah, well, that's what we were doing. The first sergeant was in the office just hammering away and casually pulling us from the game. So,
You guys got better stuff to do. You can fill all the little thumbtack holes in the walls in and put the
It's-
posters back up. You
it's in a mall. Anything we do
comb-
gets torn
You
down
can
by
comb the
drunks
carpeting
or old people.
to make sure it's all going the same direction. You can.
You find a carpeted store in a mall.
You can.
Oh,
I mean, like
We're buried in the
actual,
back.
Like,
Yeah.
like not that flat, just like rolled out
Like
shit.
library carpet, yeah.
Oh, dude, we actually got the carpets replaced in one of the offices, and it was pretty neat.
See, did you comb them all so it was all the same direction? Or did you put the cool like grid pattern, like checkerboard pattern in it?
The
No, use a pair of
civilians did
scissors
it.
to make it all the same height. Yeah.
So,
God dang it. They had so much stuff for you guys to do. Go outside and vacuum the parking lot. Fuck.
That's why they don't. That's why they don't ask the guys at the shop to do anything anymore. Because it's like, all right, hey, we're all gonna paint all the doors and the hall and the. We painted the floor. We literally painted the floor after ripping up all the tiles.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like we put one coat down. It's like,
What the
okay, yeah,
fuck?
this is gonna work great. And no, it didn't.
All
It's
the
like-
paint peels up like immediately.
Well, and we also had these long carpets in the hallway, and I was like, I lifted it up, and I was like, oh shit! Just all the paint was stuck to the bottom of the carpet.
They put it down wet.
No. So as it turns out, because we just had all the floors professionally redone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it professional though. So our hangar was concrete floor. They are supposed to put a heavy grit stuff down and then like go over it. Well, now the hangars are like ice skating rinks. Like if there's anything spilled on the floor, you're busting your ass. Whereas
Like it's
before,
like waxed fucking floor.
it's not a wax floor, but whatever grit they used, they didn't use enough. And they're like, and we told them this. They're like, okay, here, we'll use a higher grit mixture in the other hangar and we'll see how that goes. And so it's the same thing. And it's like, I don't think they've ever done a job this big. We just spent $500,000 on these fucking floors and they suck. And in the offices, especially in the one office, it was bubbling up because they claim it was the sea level rising, and so it was seeping underneath the floor, which it might be the case.
Yeah, like there's moisture trapped under there or something.
Yeah, or yeah, because I mean it still is a concrete floor, so water may be coming up to the floor, but it's one of those like
Concrete
yeah,
is permeable.
But now all the concrete in the hangars is no longer permeable, so any spills just stay there.
Sounds fine.
So
Yes. Go
so
get
you
the
have to
mop.
clean,
It's a problem here.
you have to clean them up, and it's like we work in a fuels hangar. There's going to be fuel on the ground.
Yeah, just smoke
Yeah.
all itself.
That won't do anything, but
Yeah.
it's like we have ditches for the fuel.
I had some lady yell at me the other day because I was gassing up my car and I walked to the front of my car and I lit a cigarette, so I'm like 8 feet from the gas pump. Some lady's like, "You can't do that. You're gonna blow us all up." I'm like, "That's not how gas works."
Yeah.
She obviously didn't watch the gas station lore video.
So it's not how gas works.
I mean, if you light your cigarette next to the pump,
Well, yeah, if I literally spark the fucking lighter in the fumes, maybe
it's not the cigarette.
Can't
that's
you
gonna
use
set it
your
off, though.
phone to light it on fire?
they say static electricity can potentially do it and stuff.
There has never been a single case
There's
of that
not an
happening. Though.
instance of that at all. Yeah.
It's the
I
same
figured
thing in
that
the
was a
fuel in the
myth.
fuel hangar. Like it's like you can't bring your phones in the hangar. Now, granted, depending on the aircraft man, it's like you can have a phone within 10 feet of a purged open tank. It's like, oh, but I can have this laptop and this radio that both probably put out worse signals than that fucking thing.
Way more fucking potential static. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, it does say everything's supposed to be intrinsically safe, but
Well, speaking of static electricity, if you guys have ever been to, I don't think you have, but Fort Ligonier, Pennsylvania, it's like the 7 Years War Museum right before the Revolution. One of the things at the old camp that they did was in the gunpowder storage, they would make you, I think it was touching like some type of pole or something. So that way you couldn't static electricity, all the gunpowder that they had buried underneath the camp. That was the first thing you did was
Yeah.
touch like a pole.
that's how it is.
Pop the pole to ground yourself.
Yeah.
That's how it is when you walk in our hangar. Like the doors are grounded, so you're supposed to be discharged before you
And
walk
that
in
works
the
because
hangar.
black powder actually will fucking explode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not gas.
Yeah.
Gas doesn't do that, but black
Yeah.
powder 100% will blow up if you.
It's like I've been inside of a fuel tank before, and I touched something, and I saw the spark jump from my finger to it, and I was like, okay.
It's fine.
It's like, is the jet grounded? Because you're supposed to ground the jet like to the actual fucking ground. I was like, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't-
Electricity doesn't start gas on fire either.
Out
Yeah.
of curiosity, Alexi, what's that picture that you have in the background?
You
It's
mean
the
it
Taj
up here?
Mahal.
No,
is
the
that-
other
yeah,
picture.
yeah, the picture that's buried
Yeah.
or something.
It's the Taj Mahal.
No, it's supposed to be the Siam estate in Bangkok.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna Google that real quick because I have no clue what that is.
Is that where the king lives?
No, but probably one of the many royal relatives of his.
Oh, I was gonna say one of the like 30 wives.
It's the
Yeah, or one of the many daughters or sons or
Yeah,
whatever the
something.
fuck.
It's
Because
a big family.
everyone, like almost every member of the royal family, has some kind of governmental position. So it's pretty normal to just go to, let's say, you go for the federal whatever for finances, and then see like the queen's step sister or whatever be in
You
charge
walk
of
into
the
the
entire
DMV
department.
and the guy giving you your fucking tickets were distantly related to the king or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah.
Their royal family is gigantically huge. I love it. It's great. It's one of the royal families I actually really like follow and know a lot about.
It's not
I
the
wish-
Queen of Switzerland.
Oh. Good. I wish the U.S. did more with Thailand. My father actually, when he started, got to go over there, and like this was in the prime time of fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme with all the kickboxer shit, and that was like the height of that.
Oh man.
And then in Thailand, all the stuff just carried over. Like there, like wasn't fucking Kickboxer filmed in Thailand, or am I wrong? Was Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No idea. But I know why the U.S. won't do anything with them, because they haven't apologized for bombing Pearl Harbor. Even though I know they had nothing to do with it, they look the same. So,
This is like some Bayou Devon history shit.
you know?
They didn't apologize for bombing Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They look the same. You put two of them next to each other. Yeah, you can't.
Like it's kind
Our
of funny
president
how
doesn't even
they
know
would
who the fucking
associate
vice
them.
president is. So, like, come on.
Like it's kind of funny how some Americans would associate the Thai people more with the Japanese than with the Vietnamese, even though they would look a lot more closer to the Vietnamese.
It's all the same. I don't make the rules. America does when it comes to racism. That's how it works. Till we get an apology
Yeah.
from Pearl Harbor.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They. So I literally pulled up the plot. It's just like it's to compete in Thailand where the kickboxing started. Yep. That was pure 80s right there, or late 80s, but
It all works out.
Yep.
That's back when karate was really good.
I wish we actually learned, like, in Korea we learned a little bit of fucking Taekwondo, but
You know
Other
what got rid of all that? Guns.
guns. Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yep.
I
It's
tell
quite
everybody.
impressive what you can do with your hands if it has a pistol in it.
Yeah, it's like I just tell people they're like, I'm a black belt, whatever. I'm like, you ever seen the first Indiana Jones movie where the guy's twirling the sword around and Harrison Ford just goes
Classic.
flying? You know, like there you go. That's it. Guns.
Absolutely classic.
Yeah,
The only thing that defeats a black belt is a black gun.
that's right.
I appreciate the fact that Kong's wearing Swish pants right now.
We're supposed to have pants.
I went all the way out to wear this.
Oh, I'm naked right now. I didn't know if you guys knew that.
No, I got my cut off jorts on. Made them myself.
Yep.
After I wore the knees out of my pants, I was like, it's gonna be shorts now. And apparently that's a bold style choice. I haven't had that many people compliment me or just be like, are you wearing jorts? I'm like, yeah. I'm not going to throw the pants away just because the knees went out. They're just going to be shorts now. I thought that was practical. Apparently that's a really fucking bold choice to wear jean shorts as a dude.
If only if you have good legs to make it work.
I mean, they're all right, but it's like I didn't cut them that super like short either. Like I cut them practically. They're like just above the knee.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
jorts apparently is a bold choice for men.
I wouldn't
mean,
know.
You know what would be a very bold choice? Just going full commando.
Jeez.
Yeah. I could wear
That would be bold.
my red short shorts that say juicy on the ass.
Yeah. Or you can get a
Nice.
fucking. You gotta go get like a tight ass pink shirt that says "squeeze" written across the nipple.
I got one that says Barbie wants to be me in pink letters.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. I've had that shirt for years.
I don't think I've ever been more fascinated with that type of clothing just after seeing "Squeeze" in downtown Savannah.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. I enjoyed it. I even complimented her shirt.
I'm like, you know what? That's confidence right there. I'm not even going to be upset. I'm not going to make fun of him. That's a bold choice.
Mm.
Rock it. I'm not going to get any good fashion advice or anything anyway. So I don't know anything about fashion.
All I know is that I sadly no longer fit in my nice purple suit from Korea. But
Well, when you go back, you can just order another one.
Jesus Christ, Evan, stop.
Or you can just adjust your current suit, go to a
Yeah, just go
tailor.
get it altered.
I brought it to a tailor shop. It's too small. Like literally the shoulders.
Oh,
and
there
the
isn't
chest.
even enough fabric to let it out.
There's not enough fabric. Nope.
Yeah, just get another one when you go back to Korea.
Yep. I've been thinking about selling it sadly because it's just literally it's too small for me now. We'll
Happens.
see.
You could always go on the Devon diet of coffee and cigarettes.
Well, funny enough, with the new height and weight, I might as well fucking do that. Ugh. I promised
Coffee and
myself.
cigarettes. Here's the thing: if you smoke enough cigarettes and drink enough coffee, you're not going to be hungry. The thing is, coffee is only 5 calories a cup, and
I mean, I
cigarettes
can attest to that.
are 0 calories. They're diet, so you're fine.
Yeah.
I've been only been on a military exercise for 10 days in Corinthia, and I can tell you I had so much coffee and so many cigs, I didn't really bother to go eat anything at all.
You don't need to. You eat like twice a week, and you just have like a big meal, and you're fine. You just live off coffee and cigarettes. It's the field
We
diet.
had so much bread. It's absurd. Like
Yeah.
we were supposed to have warm meals every day, but then somewhere around the fourth day they were struggling to get that together, so they just gave us bread.
Well, bread's easy to eat. It's fine. It's calories.
Yeah, but that's all they were able to provide. So
It's easy to eat with a
That's not
cigarette
enough
and a
for bread.
coffee cup in one hand and just bread in the other. You could get it all going, you know?
Yeah, that's the
Just-
tricky part. You're supposed to drink, you're supposed to eat it, you're supposed to smoke. Like, how am I
Yeah.
supposed to do that?
Well, I always keep the smoke in the drink hand.
You gotta keep all three. You keep the cigarette between your pinky and your ring finger, the bread between your middle finger and the fucking ring finger, and then the what's the last thing? The coffee or whatever. You gotta hold all three while having the machine gun in the other hand.
Fair.
Full security while doing all three, like just at the nest with smoke casually coming up.
But like it's a real diet and it works surprisingly well. Like if you just drink coffee and smoke cigarettes, you can go days.
I think I
Without
would die on the
Anything
PT
else.
test.
You'd be surprised because you don't seem to like shed weight super quick. Surprisingly, your body just kind of enters this like limbo state.
Yeah,
And then
your
after,
stomach
like,
shrinks.
4 or 5 days of doing that, then you just drop weight. Like it just is magically not there when you wake up one day.
Only problem is you're gonna run out of smokes pretty fast.
You do. I was getting through about 16 or 17 smokes a day.
Kong is
Yeah, I think that's around the amount that I had to use over there.
Yeah, because a pack is 20. So it's like
Yes.
you get through a pack a day and you have like 16 cups of coffee and you'll shed pounds. You'll be fine. You'll be fitting in a small short before you know it.
Just take Adderall. You'll lose weight that way too.
You can't do that in the army. They get mad at you.
It's fine.
Dude, like if you have ADD now, it's a disqualifying factor.
There's
I doubt
so
that.
much
It is.
shit that goes
Your
to
grandfathered in.
recruiting.
But you can't join now if you have ADD.
Well, good thing ADD doesn't exist anymore.
There's an entire doctrine that goes over what is waiverable and what's not waiverable. Jeez.
And everything is waiverable.
Is
Everything is
incredibly
waiverable with a
violent
high enough
tendencies-
signature.
Is incredibly violent tendencies waiverable?
Really.
Yes, actually.
They've
Good.
got,
funny-
I have
funny enough-
violence I want to do.
they've got a
Yeah.
place just for you. It's called MP.
No,
Exactly.
I don't want to do that. But I kind of would
Yeah.
like to have a grenade launcher.
Give me your ID, you cocksucker.
Exactly. Devin's the
goddamn
type of person that pulls you over for going one over and just beats down your fucking car.
I don't know. I kind of want to just have 2 cigarettes going and a grenade launcher and be like, you see that second-story window of that orphanage over there?
Shit, most bases you can't smoke on anymore.
That's true.
fucking gay.
That's retarded.
It's
Yeah,
because they
you know,
don't want it
you
to
know
be
how
around
many
the
people are gonna
trainees.
Get shot.
What's that?
It's to uphold professionalism over with trainees.
But trainees are
Trainee
supposed to
can't
learn how to
smoke.
properly smoke. Why would you
Yeah,
do
like
that?
like in basic and whatnot, you can't smoke at all.
Yeah,
When
no,
you
it's a trade-off thing.
yeah, but when you get to an actual base, like it's designated areas.
That's fine.
Yep. Normally outside the motor pool, you'll just see fucking 85 smokers in Devon. Just-
That's kind of weird because for us in basic, like it depends what kind of MOS you have, but it's usually somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks. And I can tell you, it's only the first 2 weeks that they tell you that you cannot smoke because you do so much stuff at once that you don't have the time for that. But
Yeah,
after the second week is done, it's pretty normal to just go for a smoke with your instructors.
nope.
no, we don't do
They
that.
underestimate my ability to do stuff and smoke at the same time.
Yeah, so maybe we Europeans just have a very different perspective to it, but
Yes.
it's pretty normal.
Because it's like, by the end of my deployment, I could eat with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
With the
And
with the
not
point
taking it out of my mouth.
with the 0.3 milliseconds we saved by not smoking, we've increased proficiency by -3%. Please kill us.
But, I mean, it's like, do you know how many people need that to not fly off the fucking handle?
Well, that's why everybody at work just fucking vapes. Like, there's very few people at work that actually like smoke cigarettes.
Or they
No.
get
You're
the
sup-
fucking Zins.
Yeah, which you're supposed to fucking vape in the smoking area. You're not supposed to vape in the building, but who gives
I'd
a
rather
shit?
just smoke because I'm not going to put that pregnancy test in my mouth.
That's
If I
fine.
if I see people with vape inside, I will give them shit. But if they're like right outside the door, I don't do anything.
I don't
don't
say
care.
anything. I don't
No,
give a
pretty
shit.
much.
If it's a reasonable flavor, like scent or whatever,
Yeah,
I won't say anything. But if it's something
Barrett's
fucking
Barrett's bunny
obnoxious,
extreme.
they're like,
Jalap-
all right, yeah, I see this full ass grown man fucking smoking, blowing cotton candy vapor into the air. It's like, fuck off. I don't want to smell that.
It's jalapeno barbecue.
That'd probably be all right. I'd be like,
I mean,
It's coffee and
it's still gonna
cigarettes. You're
smell
gonna love
artificial
it.
as fuck.
They do have coffee like flavored like vapes.
yeah, do they have coffee and cigarette flavored vapes?
Yeah. That's one of
Yeah,
the
it's
things
just called
that-
tar, Devin.
Yeah, shut up. I love it. Okay.
No, like
It's
one,
still gonna smell so fucking artificial. It's not worth it.
the shit that Serena smokes, although she's like cutting her, she uses like one of the little pins. It's literally like tobacco flavored.
Does that mean you could smoke indoors if you get the tobacco one? You're vaping tobacco?
Yeah, I mean she like I won't let anybody smoke in the house, but I'll let her vape. You know, it's like it's fine. It's fucking it's water vapor.
Yeah, the weirdest thing I've seen lately that I am still not quite sure what exactly it is it's almost like a vape itself, but it has something like a secret poking out of it. I think it's just only the filters with something extending it, and it goes into a vape, and they smoke that. And
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
called crack.
why.
Crack cocaine.
Yeah, it's called crack.
Surprisingly, there's actually a lot of steps to smoking crack. A friend of mine was like, if I
They're
gave you,
European. They're more cultured than we are, okay?
Yeah.
Shit.
so I remember a friend of mine was like, if I gave you a crack, would you know how to smoke it? And I was like,
Hey, crack.
yeah. It's like, no, actually I don't. So you got to get a light bulb, and you got to put salt in the light bulb to get all the coating out of it.
Yep.
And you got to get some like steel wool or something like that.
Gotta really scrub the glass. Nice.
Yeah, it's like oh shit, yeah, because you don't want to smoke the shit inside the bulb. You know, you're only smoking crack. But you got to be a little
That's
responsible
character.
about it.
Or I've seen people just literally melt a pen. They
Yeah.
wedge it into the end of the pen and they just inhale the burning plastic at the same time.
Any gas station that sells like those little rose stems like in the vial, and then they've got like a like steel wool or like something like that like nearby. That's exactly what that's for.
Crack.
Because you take the rose out of the vial, you put the steel wool in it, you have to like heat it up and melt the fucking crack, and then you fucking
Jeez.
Or you can just eat it.
Yeah.
that's a good way to waste your money.
No, you could get the thing is it's a longer but weaker high if you eat it.
Yeah, with how
Man.
much like crack might seem cheap because it used to be. Now it's like, no, I just spent $80 on a rock. Fuck that.
I mean, meth and fentanyl, those are the two big ones.
Dude, West Philadelphia, or was it New Kensington, Philadelphia, and Seattle, West Kensington, Philadelphia, and fucking Vancouver. Just seeing the zombies out there, it's something else.
Yeah, all the fentanyl.
Yeah, the fucking
They're all
just-
mixing it with fucking tranquilizer.
yeah, trank. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Jeez,
it's pretty good shit.
it's pretty good shit. I Jesus Christ.
Devin's like, yeah, they told us we had to try all the drugs, so we knew what to
At
expect.
my job, I have touched more fucking fentanyl than probably most pharmacists will touch in their entire life.
It's like, and where the
So-
fuck are they getting it?
Most
The
of it's coming
government.
from Mexico.
CIA.
It's actually like
Yeah.
some of the like actual marks and numbers on the pills they're literally being manufactured in Mexico by the government or a big company or something like that, and then they just sell it right onto the streets.
You ever think what would happen if that shit got regulated? Oh,
Already is regulated.
Well, it's very heavily regulated here in the United States, but they're talking about regulating it more. But the thing is, fentanyl's really fucking hard to get here in the United States, like legally.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Super
what I
fucking
meant.
hard to get. But all the fentanyl in the country is pretty much coming from Mexico.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I feel like now there'd be such a stigma behind it. It's like no way nobody would want to actually take it.
What we
Yeah.
gotta do is shut down the border. Put more
Yeah.
mines on it. We gotta DMZ that fucker.
Maybe that'll be the next conflict they get sent to.
I don't know why they wasted all their money on this fucking fence. They should have just put landmines out.
I still don't know why we wasted all this money.
Problem is
changing
you
all
have
the
to
base names.
replace landmines after every so many years, because otherwise they will not work reliably.
Eventually they'll stop. It's fine.
That's
Have you seen how much effort they put into making those tunnels? I don't think they stop.
Do you
Just,
know how many landmines the United States just has laying around? Not
Just
being used?
take the Russian approach and drop a bunch of those fucking butterfly mines.
Yeah,
oh
the
yeah.
poppers.
The
Yeah.
kids'
Yeah.
toys? Yeah, I love Russia with all the kids' toys. They're so generous.
The little green fucking dragonfly mines, where the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just enough to like blow your foot or hand off. Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
just-
Just make another Bay of Pigs and form a Latino legion and just send them against Mexico.
We already tried that at the turn of the last century.
Do it again?
I remember seeing the video of like it was like a Ukrainian woman or something like that. She just had a bucket full of the motherfuckers. She's just picking them up. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's fine. As long as you don't hit the trigger, you're fine. They're totally safe.
I forget how those things work. If the actual green piece explodes or if it's something else on it.
It's got like a paddle that's like
Yeah.
a pressure switch. And that slaps and it triggers the mine.
Yeah, because it's got like the two little wings on it, so they fucking like flutter down or whatever.
Yeah. It's so they land correctly because you
Yeah.
can drop them out of a plane.
Yep. I want to know who invented it because it doesn't say who actually invented it.
The Russians have been using them since the 70s. So.
Yeah, and they've been illegal for just about as long too.
Yep. Isn't
'Cause when
everything
the
Russia
Russians
does
started to
illegal?
lose, they painted them like candy and toys and dropped them out of planes all over. And kids would go fucking pick them up, and their fucking arms would blow off.
Well, yeah.
So sometimes
Gotta-
they would actually like glue pieces of candy to it.
That'll
and
teach you
stuff.
not to take fucking candy from strangers.
Yeah.
You might blow your fucking arm off.
Hey, that's called winning a war. Sometimes you just gotta.
The Chechens, Jesus Christ! You know, it's just like, yep. There's a reason no Chechens love candy.
It's like,
I'm a big believer, and it's like, you know what? You just drop a bunch of leaflets or broadcast something into the country, being like, "Well, your done leader's done fucked up. You got like 2 days to leave, and then we're gonna fucking rail this place."
We're gonna drop candy everywhere for all you
And to be
lingering
fair,
peasants.
everybody that is still there after 2 days, they got the message. They're now a combatant, and then you just gets around all the Geneva rules. You
Yep,
did the
just like
thing.
just like
It's like
that.
the kids
you-
either yearn for the mines or the front lines.
Yeah.
You specifically write it in your native language too, so they can't read it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Queen Victoria showed us, without a doubt, that if you yell slowly and loud enough in English, everybody figures it out.
Yep.
So, just saying, you don't get an empire where the sun never sets by learning cultures. Okay?
Yeah, that's why they've lost most of that. And then, it's like, oh, spices. We don't know what those are, even though we controlled them for years.
You don't get high on your own supply. It's a great marketing strategy. Shut up. And
Of course, yes.
And
That's why
for
we have the
two-
most bland food
for
ever.
two, they made the most Independence Days of any place.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
See? Technically, they created more freedom than any other country.
Eventually.
See? Hey, eventually it's better than never.
Sorry.
In the
We may have
meantime,
lost-
we got a whole museum full of other people's shit out of it, so it's great.
We may have lost Vietnam, but we didn't lose an entire subcontinent to a guy that didn't eat for 3 weeks.
I mean,
But that's like saying that the Roman Empire made Italy. I wouldn't really say that.
meh.
So it's the
To be
middle of
fair,
these things that
The
blow up.
British did kill a ton of Indians during that whole thing in the 1950s. Like a lot.
And then Gandhi's like, I'm not gonna eat, and Britain's like, ah.
Yeah, it's just that's when news started to travel fast was all. If he
Yeah,
would have
they
pulled
should have
that shit in
forced
the
him to
fucking
eat something.
30s, India would still be fucking part of England.
Would that actually be a bad thing though?
If we never had the news network, they would still have the fucking jerky tabs on their cartridges or whatever it was.
We just got to start being smarter with how we fight wars and do stuff. Like with Vietnam, we should have did to Japan what we did to West Germany. Build them up, make them a big fighting force, and then you send them fuckers right back into the jungle that they took 20 years ago.
That's what
They
you
know
did
it
with the
best.
Koreans.
So yeah, they did it with the Koreans. Now imagine if we got the whole Japanese fanatics back in there too. Because here's the thing: they took all of Vietnam and Thailand and Cambodia and all this other shit in a couple of years, and the U.S. couldn't do that in 20 fucking years.
It's really
They had
easy when
exports
you have
literally like a short sail away.
well, here's the thing, Devin. Back then, the Japanese just killed everybody. they
Yeah,
didn't have
here's the
any
best part.
friends.
The Japanese are doing it. The Americans aren't doing it.
Oh, the South Vietnamese, they're all one and the same to the Japanese Empire.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just be like, "Hey, Japan, maybe we should tone it down a notch." And then meanwhile, you hand them a sheet of paper that's just, "Good job, keep up the good work."
Exactly.
Just
Like got a little fucking kiss mark on it too.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what we should have done. We could have won Vietnam and Korea so much faster.
Look, it all ends the same way. Here comes the sun.
Yeah, we could have just set the air on fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
watch as I win the war with one simple trick.
If I wasn't afraid of breaking it, I would love to shoot a competition with my Automag 3.
Do it.
If something breaks in that gun, I am fucked.
Just hand load.
It's like the
It's
same
not
thing with the Ross.
it's not like it blowing up or anything. It's the hammer strut getting bent. It's like you can bend them back, but you can only do that so many times before it's like, well, you're fucked.
Go to a metal shop and mill a
Yeah, you
custom
can have
part.
somebody fabricate you a firing pin pretty easy.
Not a firing pin, a hammer strut.
They can still probably have somebody manufacture it for you.
I mean,
Yeah,
probably. I still,
if
I mean,
all
like, I
else-
still want to, because I have the scope mount for it. I want to see how I can do with that.
Yeah, if all else fails, just disassemble your Automac to the parts that you need replacing or to remanufacture. Get the measurements, make a custom part out of it.
Well, you could literally just take them to a guy that knows how to do a CNC machine, has any nip, and they could just scan it and make it.
There are still some parts that's not going to work.
I mean, I get it, because like I take the Ross out and still shoot it. If anything breaks on that, I'm never gonna find another.
Same thing with Styrohan. Like your little fucking 3 mainsprings break, you're kind of fucked.
I got a
Nonsense.
brand new set of those and put them in, and the thing works great.
Simply 3D
Well, for the
printing Automag.
Steyr-Hahn, there's a simple solution. Just buy another Steyr-Hahn.
No, I already spent $1,000
Yeah,
on this
they're
one.
expensive. So
No, there's a simple solution. You simply 3D print the Automag 3 and you get one shot out of it.
I mean, it's not the same. Like I bought
They're a
the Automac
30
3.
carbine with a 3D printed
Yeah.
pistol.
It was like that's why I wanted it. It's like it's so fucking ridiculous. The fireball is insane, and I got a scope mount for it, and that's like gold. I've never seen another one with the
you
actual
gotta take
scope
it to
mount.
shoot it, just to shoot it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I want to go a little bipod for it, but there's not
But,
a
like
good way to mount one.
baby it a little bit, but like take it out and shoot it.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh, you know, like, I'm
not hay bales with that thing.
It's like that is one of the few guns I won't dry fire is the Automag.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I bought this one for over 3 Gs, and it's considered to be a really difficult to get collector's piece, and I still shoot it because it's supposed to be shot.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a gun.
The problem is, the thing is that's well made. The Automag wasn't.
The Automex, are kind of soft metal. They're not that great.
Yeah, like
According
you-
to Devin, all AR-15s are trash.
Well, they are, to be fair.
Well, ignoring Devin, we know it's not. We know, like, if anything does break on the AR, it'll be easier to fix than something on the Automag.
Yeah, at least this
You
one's
don't
cool
fix an
looking,
AR.
so I don't
You
mind.
replace parts in it. You don't fix it. You just replace everything.
Yeah,
you simply
see?
get a new one.
But the shittiest thing about it is U.S. supply lines only last 2 days. So when guns start to break and you can't get the shit there, your gun's fucking useless.
Oh, it's fine.
No, you just get another one. It's that easy.
Put the JDAM right there. Thanks.
Besides, you should just do like what we did with the Japanese and the people, and like you'd get all those like maxed out pressure rounds and you put them with a bunch of ammo. And when the guys go and fucking put this like maxed out fucking like Magnum handgun putter loaded AK round in their fucking AK, and their fucking AK blows up in their face.
A fucking
Hey,
triple powder
China.
charge.
Yep.
Or you just
Quality
do it like,
Chinese
Same
ammunition.
thing with the AR. You can fill it full of pistol powder, and overload the charge, and the gun will literally just hand grenade it.
It's like, how much powder should you put in there? Like, all right, well, fill it up.
You,
And
You want it all the way, and then you
go
go,
top.
you go and you shake it and you hear nothing.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird, anyway.
yeah. And they literally, the AR will just disintegrate. It'll just hand grenade right next to your face and kill you.
Yep.
Or put like
That's how you
sevens.
stop. That's how you stop the U.S. You make a bunch of Magnum pistol loaded 5.56 rounds. You just sprinkle them.
Or put like just 7 squibs in the barrel. It'd be fine.
You know we use them too is the worst part. Ooh,
Yeah.
ammo.
Because people are dumb. Like soldiers would literally just be killing themselves and their friends next to them from their guns blowing up because they're idiots.
I mean, you
Yeah.
don't even have to be this elaborate and make such hard 5.56 loads. Just put in 300 blackouts.
There you
Most people
go.
don't even see the difference. Anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Slip in a 300 blackout in every fucking box.
Well, I mean, it doesn't chamber, so
It does.
It does.
It does.
It
No.
absolutely does.
they don't chamber all the way.
It chambers enough.
Chambers enough to get that firing pin, baby.
Yeah, if you have a very new chamber, yeah, it's not going to chamber. But we're still talking about ready as M4s. So it's going to fit in easily.
That's
The ratty ass M4 that's got no will to live. Chambers a fucking 300 blackout like butter.
I
Yeah,
You know,
think
because anytime a US soldier of any branch notices that the bolt doesn't close, he hits that stupid button and he fires anyway. So
The
it's going to
force- yeah,
chamber.
This gosh darn M4 ain't working. Let me hit the fast forward switch.
It mocked Jesus.
Oh shit, there goes Cletus.
Then your gun hand grenades because it's made out of aluminum and plastic.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
most guns.
There you go. You solved the problem. It's going to kill a lot of people.
There you
And
go.
this is how we reissued the M1 Grand.
Yeah, well,
They're just
I
gonna
mean,
go back to issuing M14s again, and
No, I was like, I'll take an M1 Grand, but not an M14
why?
because they're
It's going
awful.
to be difficult to get an M14 that is not put
A piece
into
of
an
shit.
EBR stock.
There's actually
Yeah.
still wood-stocked M14s in Arsenal. A lot of them.
Yeah, but most of them just go for parade units or for what is it
No,
like?
no,
for
like
the-
they have like Vietnam era M14s sitting
Sorry,
in
but-
warehouses. Tons
Sorry,
of
but
them.
when you shoot your
It's
gun,
not
and it
that
sounds like
many
a tuning
anymore.
fork.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'd rather an M14 than M1 Grand anyways because it's got better recoil system in it. Doesn't have that big long op rod with the dog leg, so
Yeah, but its barrel harmonics are shit.
that's fine.
It's like
Most-
when your gun
most
sounds like a
service members
tuning
can't
fork
shoot
when you're
past
shooting
300
it.
fucking
Probably not
yards
good.
anyways.
What's that?
Most service members can't shoot past 300 yards anyways.
That's very
There's no
true.
need to. And the people that can
also-
are specialized.
And also, why exactly go for a rifle when you just can have a machine gun?
I don't know. I mean,
You can
we
have a
invented the
240,
reel
you can have a
anyways,
249.
Our new cartridge is just a smaller 308 anyways.
Yeah,
An
6.8
MG08.
or whatever. I have still yet to see that shit.
The Sig Spear, the 277 Fury, which is just
Yeah.
an overpressured neck down 308.
Isn't it 6.8 or something, or is it 277?
That's the civilian.
Yeah,
like,
it's
equivalent.
6.8, whatever. Yeah,
But yeah, it's 277 Fury is the military.
Jeez. You know
That's
one
neck down
thing.
308.
Yeah, you know the one thing that pisses me off the most is when people in the military ask for 7.62. They
So that
mean
narrows it down.
yeah, they mean 308, but I always tell them just like, do you mean 2.5, 3.9, 5.4 rimmed? What are we working with?
765 by. Fuck, what is?
I
shit,
mean,
don't-
if you go
7.65.
7.62, you could go all the way to the 30-40 Craig,
yeah.
the 30-06, the 308, like all
Yeah,
of them.
5.1.
30.
Yep.
Yeah,
765 by 17, the man stopper.
Jeez.
right.
It's 32.
32 ACP, baby.
765 by 17.
I will say one of the most nice pistols I've ever shot was the 1903 Colt, the 30 to 32 ACP.
It's
It
way
is
better than
accurate.
the 1811.
With some exceptions, I'm sure, but most guns in 32 are such a pleasure to shoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
The
so nice.
Mauser fucking model 1914 is a great one.
I've got one of them. That's an excellent gun.
Yep. What else is there? Rubies as
Ruby.
well. Yep.
The cheetah. I love my cheetah. My cheetah is amazing.
I've never seen that gun in my life.
Yeah, we never saw any guns on stream.
What? What
Exactly.
gun?
That was a lighter.
Well,
That
yeah, they're nice. And
I mean, if I pull the trigger, it
32
will make a flash of light.
32
why it's a
has
flashlight.
more Hitlers than any other pistol round, so it's
It's put
Yep.
more wall leaders in office than probably any other round.
that's fair. It's changed more history than any other bullet in existence.
And I found out. So Beretta released their new cheetah, the 80X, and it's only in 380. Well,
Yeah.
you can take the barrel from an old cheetah and literally throw it in there. It's the
That's
same
awesome.
shit. So you can run the new 80X in 32.
Stonks.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, the pistol was like $800 when it came out. So I was like,
Not
I'll wait
stonks.
for it to get lower.
I'd rather have one of the older cheetahs anyway. So.
Yeah. The one I have is pretty nice. It's usually what I'll throw in my pocket if I'm like, if I don't want to carry my my Storm.
Well, now I got that Sig 230, the fucking upgraded James Bond gun.
I find it so sad that whenever an upgrade gets made to a weapon, it normally just gets shittier. Like the Chris Vector Generation 1 with the foldable stock, not the fucking AR stock. No, you guys ever seen the Chris Vector with the folded
Yeah,
blade
it's the
stock?
future
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, exactly. It is a great gun to shoot. Once you put on that AR stock, it just bastardizes the gun.
I see why people like the R stock though, because they're used to it.
Well, but it's also overly complicated for a round that doesn't need that.
Yeah, it's a 45 or 9
Yeah.
millimeter or 10 auto or
It's
whatever
also
the
pretty
fuck the other
weird
one was.
that there's like the stock for the G3 where you can have a retractable AR stock, and I just don't see the point to it.
I get it if you're wearing body armor and you need a different length of pull.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You will have your janky ass stock with your body armor.
But it's like I was always the guy that's like, I love the A2 butt stock on the AR, and I use that with body armor.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I just get a solid stock. Don't bother with any telescopic stocks. That's
Yeah.
That's
You
ridiculous.
simply extend your arm another 3 inches by the power of
Exactly.
the
You just
rifle.
reach further. It's fine.
You
Just
just
give me-
locate your shoulder to get that extra inch.
Just give me an HK51 with a telescoping stock. It's fine. Flashbang cannon.
That's fine.
Because that's the short G3 that's like this big. Or the HK51K, which is like this big. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Ian Fleming. That was great.
It's fine.
I have a 308 rifle that fits inside my jacket.
It's fine.
And it's full auto.
It's fine. Well, then you could also I'd rather just conceal a shotgun at that point. You have one of those tiny little shotguns.
Just get Leo Obrez out.
You know, I'm going to make one of those someday just to have.
You gotta sewer pipe the barrel though, so it's a smooth bore pistol.
Yep.
No, I just got to get an antique one.
Yeah, but
just-
are you really gonna fuck up an antique for that?
Here,
Well, I
Devin.
actually know a guy who has some receivers, and he'd be willing to just sell me a receiver.
Devin, I have the perfect weapon for you. It's an 1896 Tula Imperial Mosin that you can bastardize, but you got to pay full price for it.
What is full
I mean,
price?
I'll trade you a
$4?
Ishapur 2A1.
Jeez.
There you go.
Well, funny enough, I bought that gun for $500. The gun store didn't know what it was, and neither did I. Fucking IMA has them listed for $1,700.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Well, the Imperial Mosins go for a lot.
Yeah, it's got all the markings on it.
It's still a
Dual
fucking
Eagle.
Mosin. Like,
Yep, but it's an old
I
Mosin.
mean, I got that M24, that Finnish M24 over there for $800
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it was listed wrong. So
And I got mine for like 500.
I'm still sad I wasn't able to ship you that 8mm ammo a long time ago. I
yeah.
was never able to do that.
Oh well.
I still have that Werndl cartridge you gave me. It's all tarnished and fucked up now.
Well, yeah, because it's all got that super corrosive fucking 1870s powder in it.
Yummy.
Well, no, it was the new round that we shot.
Oh, that's right, the 5110 Starline crap. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, I looked inside, it's all green and shit.
all corrosive. Okay.
Yeah.
Shush.
You shoot the Wendell recently?
I did actually when I brought those people out to shoot and hold handguns for the first time. I was like, "Do you want to try something really cool?" And I had them all shoot the Wendell.
It's
It-
only.
If I do get to visit during Thanksgiving, I want to shoot the Wendell.
You can shoot the Wendell. I even got some 1886 original factory ammo for it.
That
I'm
might
gonna
open
come
Every
that-
back-
round has gone off.
I'm gonna
I've
come
never
back
had
to Bullock and fucking half my face shooting this thing.
Oh no, the
Ooh,
Wendell's
here's the thing.
Wendell's super
Yeah,
nice. to
the
shoot.
Wendell's
Wendell
heavy
is
enough,
basically
so you
an
don't need to
artillery
bother.
piece. You can't kill that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I shot Devin's Wendell, and it's one of those like aside from the 20-pound trigger pull, it's extremely pleasant to shoot.
Okay.
They made smokeless rounds for it during World War One. Didn't even phase the gun. Gun doesn't give
Yeah.
a shit.
Yep.
Like I had to use two fingers to pull the fucking trigger. It just
19
would
and a
not
half
go.
pound trigger pull. Yeah, you gotta have some good hand strength.
Finger
that thing.
strength.
Yeah, it's a lot. Most people have to use 2 fingers to pull a trigger. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
I posted videos a long time ago, but it was like Jesus fucking Christ.
I
Yeah,
still miss.
you gotta have some real strong fingers to shoot.
I,
that
s- I still miss Devin's old chair they used to do all the videos on.
Oh
I got
yeah.
rid of those. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all right.
Did we ever come up with a new name? Because it was Chair, then Kevin, and then was Kevin too, Sir
Nicholas.
Dickolas?
Yeah, it's Nicholas, but
Yeah.
because he has no
Yep.
dick.
That's right.
Do you still have that poster that was like I forget what the fuck it was your Everclear and Tang.
Oh,
I
Tang,
still have that
yeah.
poster. I have a Karen Tang, the Noggin Fogger poster.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, do you still have that?
That's
I
a good
do.
one.
I actually was having some of those the other day. I still got some.
Do you still have the Wendigo drawing I sent you?
I do still have the Wendigo drawing.
Okay.
I got my coasters and stuff too. Like all the stuff everyone sent me, I still use and have pretty
That's-
regularly.
Except for that Virginia Tech flag. You threw that one in the
I
garbage.
do still have that. I got a lot of my flags. I've never hung them up here, but I had them
Yeah.
in the apartment hung up. So
Yeah.
Yep.
If I have my logo updated, I'll send you some new coasters.
sounds good because I like these coasters a lot. I'm a fan.
Because
Is
I
there
don't have
anything you still need for now that we need to complement to the items you currently have?
Huh?
Is there anything you would need right now, like that you are aware of that you don't have at the moment?
Well, not till I move. That's the thing. I don't want to get any more shit while I'm here. I want to get my own place and
Facts.
do whatever
Alright,
I want.
I'll
So
send
if
you
you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon and help me out with some money to get a place and shit like that, that'd be awesome. And like I
I
said,
bought enough shit from you, Devin.
Yeah, you guys are all more than welcome to come hang out if you're ever in the area. So
Yep.
I'll send you some silverware.
You are 10 hours
Oh.
away from me if I
I
decide
got
to
some
drive that.
silverware. Don't worry.
So when is the earliest instance that we can visit you?
So I'm hoping by the end of the summer here to have a house.
Okay, so when we come in, let's say in November or something, that should
Yeah,
be
I
fine.
should have a place by then. So
Okay, yeah.
I gotta check my training schedule because I think we have a Donza that day. It's November 28th and 29th is a Donza, and then December 2nd we gotta go back.
I've got like 2 or 3 holidays off in November, so I might
well,
be
that's
able
all
to
right.
take
None of
that.
my family's gonna come visit me or anything, so it's just gonna be me in that house doing nothing.
Yeah.
Drinking Everclear and Tang in my underwear.
That's
Yeah.
that's one of my goals for this year is to actually finally come visit.
I might come by for a short weekend.
see the Great White North.
Yeah,
Ew.
well, I did get to see Niagara Falls, so
I mean, it's better on the Canadian side.
it was much better on the Canadian
I
side.
tell people that all the time. They're like, "Oh, it's just-" I'm like, no, you don't understand. The Canadian side of Niagara Falls is so much better."
It is
I did visit
100%
Canada.
Yeah.
There was that my Canada trip. Granted, I
I,
went to like one of the worst parts of Canada, but
I smuggled so much maple syrup back.
Well, you can. You don't. It's not smuggling. You can just bring it.
yeah, you
I
just have
want
to
to believe.
you have to declare it.
And
You
then
don't need to declare it if it's got the U.S., which a lot of food stuff along the border has the
Yeah.
U.S. Department of Agriculture sticker on the back.
Yeah,
it was
Vegas
it was the real A grade stuff too, not the fake one.
well,
That's
so
actually
that's a
or-
misnomer.
now. Yeah.
Or
Like
it was Quebecian.
The grade is for color, not for like quality.
Quality, yeah.
Okay, and I know it's good quality though. It's the well, not A grade, but it's a Quebecian one where they had like 3 different types. It's like
Yeah.
a dark. Assumniac was the brand.
Sure. I mean, I like grade C because
I was gonna say grade C is pretty nice.
I like a real smoky dark maple syrup.
Yeah.
But everyone wants grade A where it's like super light, like piss. And it's like I'd rather have dark smoky maple syrup.
Yeah.
Goes
Like
better
grade-
when it's good on pancakes, and I like the smoke. But I could also put it on my sausage patties.
You said Great C
Yeah.
Grade C, yeah.
Yeah. The way the grading works, like it's a misnomer.
or Great
It's not-
Lake?
It used to be a quality
Grade
thing. It used to
C.
be A,
Oh,
B, and
grade. Okay.
It used to be A,
Okay.
B, and C for quality, but then they changed it in the late '80s to be color. The grade
Yeah.
was now the color. not
because
the
yeah,
quality.
because it was different flavor profiles. Like if
Yeah.
something's gamey, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It just means that's the flavor profile.
So yeah, educating everybody on the syrup.
Yeah, I learned that. I was like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah. You could buy a 55-gallon drum of the shit.
I could buy a 55-gallon drum of fucking Astroglide too.
Yeah.
And probably
Very-
have more fun with that.
Very old call out to a YouTube channel called Cow Chop. They did. Yeah, Cow. Devin knows what I'm talking about.
I'm old, okay? I turned 30 last month, all right?
Dude,
turned
Cow Chop
30
was
in
the
2
shit.
months.
But their fucking lube video was one of the best things they've ever created. They're all out in the pool, just fucking the main guy, I think his name was James, bought like a 500-gallon of Passion lube. Just shot each other with it.
Oh my god.
Nice. I'll tell you
Well,
what, it really spices up a slip and slide.
It does.
If you
Quality
if you
video.
get like a bottle of like Astroglide and just do
Just-
that on the slip and slide, man.
Just buy J-Lube and use that.
Nope, it's not the same.
Have you ever used J-Lube? It's animal birthing agent.
Nope. Astroglide all the way.
I was gonna say I was just out there with 2 big cans of spray Pam, but
And then you get up, you're like, oh, why is my skin burning in the sun?
then you tan really good because it's got real butter in it, you know.
Here comes the real. Here comes the sun.
Yeah.
Replace cooking or tanning oil with cooking oil.
I mean that's what I did this year to tan. I put oil on myself.
Yeah, you got that farmer's tan.
I've also been outside so much this year doing yard work because Paige doesn't do any yard work.
Yeah.
So it's been me cleaning the gutters and fixing the deck and cutting the grass and taking care of the garden and all that jazz. So that way she can sit inside and play her Pokemon.
Pokemans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I visit,
I can't
when I-
smoke in the house anyway, so if I'm outside doing stuff, then I can have all the cigarettes I want.
when I visit, I gotta remember to give you one of these.
Fuck.
It's my jar of fucks.
Ah, I get it.
It's a good
I've
one.
actually handed a few out. It's like, here, if you have this, it means I like you. It
Is
means
it
I give a fuck.
redeemable for a level of care?
No, it just means I give a fuck about you.
Oh, okay,
If-
fair.
If I ever become a company commander, I need that in my office.
My mom.
Somebody's
sent
gonna
it to
get
me.
mad at you for being not,
Kosher.
If
Oh.
you become a company commander, you better hire me to do something.
Oh, jeez. Here you go, Devin. Handle my property.
I'm good at a lot of stuff, unfortunately. I can weld, I can plumb, I can do electronics, I can cook.
I want you to be the office gremlin. I need you to crawl around in the fucking air ducts.
Plus through the fucking ceiling.
Exactly in the middle of staff duty. Scare the shit out of them at 3 a.m.
Did you guys know there's fucking black mold in here?
Yes,
Exactly.
that's
Could you
why half the
imagine-
building is condemned.
Could you imagine it's fucking 4 a.m. You're half asleep and Devin's head just pokes out of the fucking air vent? Hey, did you guys know there's black mold?
Ceiling just collapses into a cloud of black mold spores, just filling the entire.
He's
fucking
got like a
day.
fucking chimney sweep get up on.
I'm sorry, sir. Can I have some more? I've been trapped in there for.
Would you care for a sweep of the old chimney and fucking pokes you?
Bop him in the face with a mop. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Classic.
There you go. There's your Halloween costume. Fucking chimney sweep.
Today we're gonna learn that there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Oh Jesus.
It's-
Yep.
Turns
That's
out there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, but there's only one good way.
Fire?
No.
No.
With a
It's
knife.
just like a rabbit.
Yeah, you just fucking zip them.
Yeah, you go around the tail and you sneak your fingers in there and you just pull it off like a sweaty tube sock.
I remember like the skinning animations in Red Dead Redemption 2, and I was like, oh my god.
But like the rabbit one's actually accurate. Like you could
Yeah.
skin a rabbit that fast. You make one little incision, you can just literally
one-
go. But
the
the
one
other
that got-
ones aren't that.
The one that got me was like the bird one, where he like has the duck and he takes it, he just fucking cracks it
Cracks
open.
Eyes open.
Whips it open and
Pulls
pulls the breast meat out. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Just calling on that. Yeah.
I love seeing the video, or I would love to see a video of a full tanning process of turning the hide into like that.
I mean, if you want to learn how to do that, we can do that up here. I can show you that.
yeah,
It's
I
not
probably
hard.
only have like 2 days though.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can
yeah.
get the
Like
gist
longer
of it.
than-
It's just waiting.
True, but
So as long as you clean the hide really well, like get
Yeah,
the fat and everything out of it, and you stretch it good, and you really scrape it down to just the skin, then it's just buying the solution to smear on it, and then you're good to go. You're done.
okay.
So
Because I know when we skin the deer up in Pennsylvania, like all the fat and stuff on the inside part of the skin, and then you have the fur on the outside. But I was just like, how the hell do you clean that?
you just scrape it. You're literally just scrape it. You stretch it and you scrape it all off, and then you put a solution on it so it doesn't break down, and then you're done. You're done.
You pull it off with your teeth.
But like it'll be hard after the solution, and then if you want it to be soft, you have to literally take it and like on the edge of a table. Like I was like using like a wood workbench, like a corner, and you have to
Yeah.
like take it and bend it and kind of like rub it on this corner to break down those fibers so it becomes flexible and soft.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's pretty. I know how to do a lot of shit, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, a lot of stuff, just about everything.
I think that's
Cursed
what
with
they.
knowledge.
I think that's what
Huh?
they did with my old horse blanket was stretch it out.
Fair.
That
Gosh,
thing.
I'm really dreading tomorrow, standing in fucking 34 degrees Celsius heat in 2 layers of wool.
Oh,
I got to do it for 6 hours tomorrow.
I hope you're drinking plenty of coffee.
I'm gonna have lots of cigarettes and coffee. I'm in charge of running the kids through the obstacle course because my
I
local
don't-
history museum is doing like a World War II reenactment thing, and I'm gonna be watching the kids on the obstacle course.
You could
So-
always opt for Liquid Death. It's my go-to now. Liquid Death tea.
I just bought like 4 gallons of spring water while I was out today,
That'll do it.
so because it was like $2 to buy 4 gallons of spring water.
Nah, barbecue water.
I wish, but I'm gonna be very severely dehydrated. I wish.
Did
You
you
know,
see?
I am having Everclear and pineapples.
Did
Maybe
you see that Dr Pepper overtook Pepsi in
I
popularity?
did
Yep.
as number 2 soft drink in the United States, and
Sure
it's the-
did.
it's the
they're
oldest
still
soft drink.
light years behind Coke, unfortunately. But
Well, Coke has kind of got a fucking head start on everybody.
It wasn't. No, Dr Pepper was the oldest. I think Dr Pepper was
Pepper's
the oldest.
soft drink. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a soft drink when it came out. It was literally like a pepper drink. It was like a pep drink. It was supposed to like perk you up.
yeah, but Dr Pepper's older than Coke.
So Dr Pepper's had the leg up the entire time.
Has it?
Yeah,
Let's see. When did Dr Pepper come out? Let's see.
it was like 1886 or something like that.
Created first served around 1885.
Yeah,
So Coke, Coca-Cola. There's like a year difference between them.
Yeah.
86
still.
versus 85.
still,
A lot can happen in 1 year.
it's true.
Yeah, I mean Coca-Cola was probably more popular in that 1 year.
Coca-Cola had way better marketing.
Yes.
That's what got them, was the marketing.
Have you tried that Coca-Cola spiced yet?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have. It's pretty good.
It's actually
I'm-
pretty decent. Yeah.
I'm annoyed. It's that's not what I would call spiced. It's like, oh, it's raspberry Coca-Cola. Like that's not fucking spiced. Like I want something that bites me.
It's
Put it-
different.
Put a tablespoon of black pepper in it.
Yeah.
I'll put a tablespoon of cumin in it. It's fine.
Con, go put some fucking saffron in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
it'll be good.
I still got to make my Nuka-Cola. I
That's
still have
fair.
all the ingredients.
Do you have the Chernobyl rock ready?
Yes.
Got your
that
Cologne
Nuka-Cola.
210.
Yeah, you could
No,
quote
it makes a syrup, and then you just add it to carbonated water.
According to Fallout lore, it makes your piss glow.
I
It
mean,
did.
maybe
Yeah.
Quantum was made
Quantum.
with polonium 210. It's good.
Yep. The fucking farmer
Fun
dude.
fact about polonium 210: it's the stuff that Putin gives all his people that he wants to go away, because it's basically untraceable on any toxology report.
Oh, ain't that fun?
Yeah, but like one of the ingredients is browning sauce, and I'm like, okay,
Mm.
yeah. For the
yeah.
Sweet
like
baby
browning
rays
sauce.
in that bitch.
yeah browning sauce, star anise, coriander pods, or seeds or whatever.
That sounds more citrusy than it does.
Yeah,
You sure you don't have the sunset sarsaparilla pulled up?
I'm sure. Yeah, it's like from the official cookbook. Let's see. Actually, here, let's see.
But it doesn't sound like it tastes like cola. Because isn't like it mostly like lime and lemon juice too?
It
Um,
is.
Yeah.
Now the real
What's it?
question is it going to be a Nuka-Cola or a chilled Nuka-Cola from the refrigerator in Megaton?
So
There's
2
a
cups
difference.
water, 3 cups sugar, zest and juice of half of an orange, zest and juice of half a lime, zest and juice of half a lemon, 1 cinnamon stick, 3 cardamom pods, half a teaspoon of coriander seed, 2 star anise, 1/4 cup of browning sauce, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
3 cups of sugar, Jesus Christ!
Well, it makes a syrup, and then you
You're
thin the
not
syrup
using
out.
all of that for one drink.
no,
yeah,
one drink.
Yeah, one drink for it, Kong. You're just gonna drink the syrup.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That's bad.
It's fine. It's got 2 cups of water in it. It's fine.
Because let's see, it's like
Real-
combine 1 cup seltzer water, ice, and 5 to 7 tablespoons of Nuka-Cola syrup.
Rumor has it my SpongeBob character drank the syrup straight.
That's why he's barely alive.
It's
Yeah,
supposed
exactly.
to serve 15 to 20.
Damn,
That's one Kong.
that's fair.
I mean,
Maybe
it's only
over a
one
day.
serving. It's only one serving with a big enough cup.
That's true. Maybe- Can you empty out one of those little trash cans you got back there? And
Shit, I got my Ed Hardy pimp chalice. I got that
there you
one.
go.
You can go to Walmart and get one of those insane wine glasses.
Yeah. It's only one. It's only one glass.
That's fair. I'm only having one drink today, and it's like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the barrel of Jack Daniels. that you
Yeah.
can buy.
Fair.
Trust
Ugh.
number 7.
Well,
I'm only drinking 1 pack of beer, and it's the 99 rack of PBR from
Yeah,
fucking Costco or whatever.
99 rack, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in forever. My liquor store actually got a couple of those not too long ago.
And they sold them.
They did. They sold them.
How the fuck do you even take that home? Like,
Well, they're all. Well, here's the thing. They have the like one that's like a really long 12 pack,
Yeah.
but the regular like 99 pack that you can actually buy is like the cubes, like the cubes that like soda
Okay.
come in. So it's only like 6 feet long. You can put it in a truck box or in the back seat of a car.
it's like that giant Toblerone that I saw at the Bargain Mart one
Ooh.
day. I was like, oh, and I was like, so is it actually just a big Toblerone, or is it just a bunch of little Toblerones in a big thing?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
It's a
it was
big
like,
Toblerone.
yeah, it was like fucking 3 feet. I was like, is that just full of like small Toblerones, or is it a big one?
I want to see a candy company actually make a giant fucking bar like that. Have it be solid.
I mean, you can get a Hershey's peanut butter cup that's like 8 inches in diameter.
Yeah, or
You can
the
make big ones.
the half-pound cups. Those take a while for me to eat.
Yeah.
Those are
Well,
insane, and they're $20.
Yeah.
Speaking of beer, what you can do is go work in a Bavarian brewery, and due to like some law from 15 something, they will pay you in beer. You can take home cases.
That's great. And it's like, ah, yes, this is great. I have no lights or no food, but I have beer.
Well, that sucks because I only accept forms of payment in money or sexual favors.
Yeah.
Here you go, Devin. Here's
No.
80 bajillion Venezuelan Bolivar.
Oh, great! I got $1.50.
I got 1 million Zimbabwean dollars.
Shit,
The
those are actually
Zimbabwe dollar's actually better now. Better than what it was.
and the original ones are actually collectible now.
Yeah,
I-
there was
I-
when it was like super bad inflation or worth a bunch, but like
Yeah.
their money's actually pretty stable now.
The
Let me see what mine is. One sec. I gotta
The
go
one-
get up and find it.
the $100 trillion like Zimbabwe note is worth like $200 if
Yeah,
you
with
have
like
one.
the Cape Buffalo on it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
biggest note they made.
Yeah, it's
I got one of those somewhere. Yeah, and they're worth like $200.
It's like that's hilarious. This fucking bill that was worth nothing at one point is
Yeah.
worth more than it ever was.
For a collector, well, because they only printed them for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Hold on. So
But it's
I
like
have.
I'm also sitting with like a bunch of like 1960s fucking like Krugerrands from South Africa, and those are worth a shit ton of money now because they're
I
actually
have-
gold.
oh. So I have a $10 billion note and a $1 billion Zimbabwean note.
Oh, you don't got the 50 trillion? Come on.
I don't.
Well, the good thing is, if it's printed in Switzerland, it's got to be worth something.
Like all of the Iraqi money was printed in Switzerland.
Holy
Dinar?
shit. Okay, the Zimbabwe note went up.
The
Let me
50
see how much
trillion
these
or
notes
whatever?
are.
The 100 trillion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The 100 trillion I'm seeing as low as like 400 and then as high as like 4,000.
Damn.
Inflation is real.
It is.
It was in Zimbabwe.
Jesus Christ.
Walk down the street with a fucking wheelbarrow full of cash. How much you got there? About 47 cents.
I could get a loaf of bread.
Where have we seen this before?
Weird.
And
Like
then
the picture of those kids in Germany in like the 1930s, and they're like
Wheelbarrow.
stacking bricks of money on the side of the street, building like a fort.
Does
Nobody even
Venezuela have
cared
a
to steal it
fucking-
because it was so worthless.
It's always funny how my dad tells me in his childhood he was first playing around with worthless Reichsmarks because there were plenty around and nobody was taking them anymore. And straight up just came our own currency, the shilling, and that's now being a relic because we didn't use it anymore since the late 90s.
Yeah,
Because we then took over the euro.
the euro now. Yeah,
Back in 2021, Venezuela brought in a 1 million Bolivar bill, and it was worth 52 cents.
heck yeah, I want one.
They have a 200,000, a 500,000, and a 1 million.
Damn.
These new notes will circulate alongside the 10,000, 20,000, and 50,000 Bolivar bills currently in use. But even the highest valued is only worth about 2 cents at current exchange rates.
That's fine. So you could go down there with like a bunch of U.S. money and be rich.
Yeah, you could walk. You could all the
That's
money in
most
my wallet
places.
right now, and I could buy Venezuela.
I don't know. I got a lot of
$4.
50s in my wallet. That's all I need.
Yeah.
It's
I
mine.
felt kind of bad when I bought the bike, because of cash or whatever. But because I don't have an actual bank, I had to hit up an ATM.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there between two ATMs, going back and forth, doing the
You
max
could only
withdrawal.
take a certain amount out each time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was only like 400. I needed 1,900, so it's like, and it only gave me 20s.
I mean, 50 is the best denomination for me. I'm a big fan of having $50 bills.
Yeah, no, it just so it was like, how many fucking 20s is that? That's like,
It's a lot of 20s.
that's 95 20s.
Damn.
I'm a fan of my money being made out of silver.
Ah, yeah, because silver's doing great.
I mean, it's doing better than fucking
not
NFTs and crypto.
I mean, so is a penny you find on the ground.
9 millimeters doing pretty well compared
Yeah,
to
9 millimeters pretty steady.
That's a pretty hot currency. A lot of people want that for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Weird.
Meanwhile, on Metro.
Fair. But I should probably get going here because I still got to shower and I got to get up early and
That's fair.
get
Yeah.
drunk and smoke all my cigarettes because they won't let me smoke around the kids, I'm guessing.
Well, did you ask? Did you do it anyway?
Yeah, it's a smoke-free environment, unfortunately.
Just teach him how to
It's
smoke.
gonna be smoke free until you get there.
I mean, to be fair, I probably have a lot more fighting experience than probably everybody there. If there's enough of them, they'll probably get me.
I'll
Well,
fight all
like-
of you with a cigarette in my mouth.
There's gonna be a lot of really good people by the time they get me. So
I can't wait to see the news article with Devin piled under 40 people.
well, it's like
but he
I'm
can still
going there
see
with
his
a
lit
Lee
cigarette.
Enfield and a bayonet, and I'm pretty skilled with the number 4. So
Yeah.
give somebody that pig sticker. Just hit one
Yeah.
of the little kids in the eye socket and just hit the ground.
I'm really skilled with that.
Yeah,
Like the Space Marines just killing fucking termagants just
Yeah.
all over the place.
It's the flaming fur. Fuck.
It's fine. Oh, I hated that so much. You're playing Verdun. That's the scariest noise you ever hear. The little like rusty like turn crank, and then whoa, you just die because fire just engulfs you. Because that's
Yeah,
all
just,
you hear. The
just
flamethrower
instant
guy.
death.
The Rex.
And then you get the
Instant
shoveler. The guy's like, I got 7 hand grenades and a shovel, and he just sprints the speed of sound, clocks you over the head, and blows you. Then throws a grenade, and you spawn, and then you die from that grenade that he threw.
It looks like the Italians got their armor ideas from the Roman Empire. Here, wear this big metal suit and walk down this mountain.
It's fine. But all right, well, I got to get in the shower because I am very greasy.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna. Yeah, I yearn for the showers.
That's me. Yeah, it's
You
good.
nasty fucks.
Yeah,
As
I
I say,
got
as I need
shaved.
to shower. As I need a shower.
The Grease Boys.
that's right. It's all right. So
It
you can
keeps
even
my
see
hair.
it like you can even see it like on my shirt, my grease.
Yeah.
So
I'll pay $5. Auction starting now.
all right, it's yours. Sold. All right, everybody. Well.
Toodaloo.